Kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa, no mai, hari mai, and welcome along. It is round 16. It is the final round of the Sal's NBL and the Sky Broadband Rapid League, and that means it is the final games for these Rapid League sides. We're right here in the Fly Palmy Arena in the beautiful Palmerston North as the Manawatū Jets host the Franklin Bulls. We're set for a big one, and it's a fight for that 6th spot in the Sal's NBL. My name is Charlie Dalton, and this evening I'm joined alongside by Kayla Manuirarangi. And well, Kayla, this one is important. All eyes are going to be on this one this evening.
Tēnā koe ihoa o te rā, tēnā tātou katoa, welcome. Yes, we have a great matchup tonight. We are in the last round of the Sal's NBL Rapid League, and it's going to be a good night.
We take a look at the standings. We know the Auckland Tuatara, they wrapped up the Rapid League for 2026 with a win and a game to spare. So they are your champions for 2026. And we take a look at the second page. This is who we're dealing with this evening. The Franklin Bulls, who are in 7th, and the Manawatū Jets, who are in 10th. No, they can't come first, second, or anything, but the points percentage is what is going to matter this evening.
Indeed, this Sal's NBL race is still anyone's. Top 6, 5 of those have been decided. There is still one spot left, and with the dynamic of how the draw works, every single point matters, and particularly for this Rapid League team, it will matter tonight.
We'll take a look at the starting lineups. We've got Hughes, Kelso, Saville, Anderson, and Perry. Brody of the kind starting for the Franklin Bulls. Been a pretty similar starting lineup throughout the season with a few changes. We see Arahi Marsh not in today. As we take a look at the Jets starting 5 for this Rapid League, we got Boston Caldwell, Isaac McCoy, Ahaya Abbott, Ahmed Esahati, and Jameer Reed in the 36. I'm sure he's wearing 36 to represent Rosmini College or something like that. But that's your starting lineup for the Jets. As we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head.
Franklin Bulls slightly up on the Jets in the ladder, also in points, 36 per game. Defensively, Jets conceding a little bit more, but both teams coming off a loss and will want to come away with the dub tonight. We can see Caldwell and Saville, product of St. John's Boys High School, all the way in Kirikiriroa. Exciting young talent. Last Jets game, and the Bulls have this game and one more left. So it's going to be a big night.
Yeah, we take a look, and Boston Caldwell there, he is 4th in scoring in the Rapid League, and he is, if he gets 9 points this evening, that's going to be 200 points on the season for him. If we take a look at the match officials, Sam Pan, Hayden Pike, and Jasmine Dean, who are going to be in charge of the whistle this evening. And just like that, we are nearly all set and ready to go. We will run you through a little bit of why this Rapid League can be so important. We mentioned the points differential, and Kayla mentioned it is a race for that 6th position right now. If the Jets can win the Sal's NBL one this evening, they go up to 8 wins. However, if the Bulls win, then there is the Phi, the Jets, and the Bulls all on 7 wins, and then it will come down to whether the Phi or the Bulls can get to that 8 win. And if it doesn't, and they all remain on 7, then it's going to be on who has the best points percentage from both Rapid League and the Sal's NBL as we get underway. Jameer Reed with a nice bump, getting to the right hand, and a tough finish to start off the scoring this evening here in Fly Palmy Arena.
Younger brother of Te Rā Reed. He comes from a basketball family, and he's shown exactly why.
So we see Peyton Hughes trying to let go from 3 and kicking it way ahead to Boston Caldwell. He needs 9 tonight, and he couldn't get his first 2. Felt the contact. He's a little bit ginger getting up, but play continues. Perry. Finding Hughes in the corner. Trains it. That one's pretty from Peyton Hughes.
Hailing all the way from Ngāpuhi, Hughes. You can tell the moment he catches it, he's one of those ice-cold shooters. It's going in as there's a quick foul on the floor there, Charlie.
Yeah, Peyton Hughes, he averages the 3rd highest 3-point makes a game in the Rapid League. He's just under 2 threes a game, so he's on track to be well above his average as we see that one. It's a pretty looking jump shot.
Hughes also a representative for Te Iwi Māori, representing Aotearoa abroad this year, so in mihi ana ki aia.
Absolutely, a little bit of scrap there on the offensive rebound. Boston Caldwell doing well to earn another possession for the Jets side.
Yeah, a bit of a zesty rebound that was.
Zesty indeed, Kayla. All right, and play continues. Jameer Reed with the ball, firing it to Abbott. He's going to fire away from three, no hesitation, and it's going to hit the shot clock, so it will count as out of bounds, but no fear from the young man.
Good IQ from Abbott, had clock awareness. He had to get the shot up, and he did.
Abbott coming from Fielding High School. We get back underway. Bulls ball, Saville. He's been great in the South NBL as well. Is Perry going to fire away? No good, but who's that going to come off? And referee is going to say that it's going to be Jets ball. So, again, good offensive rebounding pressure from both sides early on here, Kayla.
Yeah, both teams are getting after it tonight.
Abbott bringing the ball up the floor. He's played about 10 games for the Jets so far this season. Caldwell working on it, finds McCoy. Going to launch again from three. That one's just off back rim. It looks good, but once again, hustling for the O-boards. Blocked by Kelso. And a whole lot of hustle early on here in this rapid one. We know they know what's at stake.
16 minutes of basketball is all rapid leaguers, and for every minute that these guys are out there, they're going 100%. And those are type plays that you don't always see in a 40-minute sales game, but you always see them in a rapid league game.
And what we've seen a lot of throughout this season is a lot of teams actually end up just sticking with 5 players for the entire 16 minutes. Will be interesting to see how that plays out here this evening. Isahati, he's only got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Mid-range turnaround, no good, but another O-board. Caldwell for 3, no. Tries to get his own rebound, but there's Perry. Zion Anderson trying to bump off and get contact, couldn't find the finish, and a nice rebound from Jameer Reed, pushing in transition, and well, you could say a pretty good basketball foul there from Peyton Hughes.
A semi-hybrid rugby, but I think that was a smart foul from Hughes, getting someone while they're in transition, open court. He's not getting a shot attempt, so smart foul from Hughes. Yeah,
Peyton Hughes, the Bulls' all-time leading scorer in Rapid League. We see Caldwell with the ball, yet to get going, tries to get to that right hand, feels the contact and is going to earn a chance to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to earn his first 2.
Saville doing a good job moving his feet, but just reached in outside of that cylinder in that last minute.
Boston Caldwell, or as Rocco would call him, Bozzy Wazzy, gets the first one to go. He's straight out of Westlake Boys and then also went over for that 4-year collegiate career in America. Did 2 years at a junior college in Central Maine, and then 1 year at a NCAA Division III at Keystone, and 1 at a Division II at Texas at Tyler University. So did a little bit of traveling, did Boston Caldwell.
And the Lobsters are pretty good up there in Maine too, I must say. But it's really cool to see the number of I guess athletes we have coming back to Aotearoa after a great college career. It's just giving a bit of silence for Hughes, but nonetheless a beautiful putback there.
Oosh, what a putback there from Harry Kelso. As we see Isahati trying to return the favor. Great ball movement. Abbott, he's not afraid to let it fly this evening, but again another O-board for the Jets. Reed thought about it. Playing off 2, gets to his turnaround, fadeaway, nylon, Jameer Reed.
As Cardi B would say, ooh.
We just turned the oosh into ooh. Okay.
We cancelled Charlie.
As we see, Peyton Hughes just bots that layup a little bit. Got everything but for it to drop. Jameer Reed on the attack again. Boston Caldwell, we know he can shoot it, and wow. Looks like Brody Perry is going to be called for a foul there. Got Boston Caldwell on the arm, so you never want to foul a 3-point shooter, do you, Kayla?
Absolutely, particularly the likes of Caldwell, as you mentioned, just needs 9 points to get to that 200 in this Rapid League game.
Scan the QR code if you want to take a look at the just released schedule for 2026 in the Tauihi League. The Phi trying to redeem their title, and there's a lot of other teams trying to... What do you have to say about that, Kayla?
No comment yet, actually.
Oh, okay.
Charlie.
We might have some news or something coming. I guess we will wait and find out as Boston Caldwell back to the line for his third one, and that one's good. So the Jets started off hot, 9-5 here with 40 seconds remaining in period number 1. Kelso with the ball. Nice block. Isaac McCoy getting up and sending it home, and on the other end, Abbott, but no, blocked again from Zion Anderson. He was raised in France, and he said, give me that croissant. We see Caldwell get downhill, nice dump off, and what do you think about that call, Caleb?
And I think onomatopoeia. That's what I think, Charlie.
Onomatopoeia. Do you know what onomatopoeia means?
No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure it
English
means
term.
like when you have 3 of like the same thing in a row. Say I said like boom, snap, pow.
Oh,
Does that sound right or not?
look, let's run with it.
Yeah.
And Google it later.
Or is it the one where you have like 3 words that start with the same letter?
So there's an alliteration, and
Yeah.
alliteration is when the first letter is the same, and then an assonance is when the middle of it, like cookbook.
Oh.
Oh,
We're back underway here with Zion Anderson with a nice little dump off to Corey Perry, who's entered the game. Kelso for 3, bada bing, bada boom, from the 3-point line. And right back into the Franklin Bulls. We take a look at that replay, curling. Nice handoff from Perry to Kelso.
very cool seeing the Perry brothers out there. Corey and Brody. Brody, a member of our Waikato University men's basketball team. He is, he's one of those guys who's just absolute laugh, absolute hoot, and he brings such great energy. So, yeah, shout out to Brody Perry.
Absolutely, and I'm sure we're waiting to see that mullet grow back as we see last play of this first period, and it's going to end on just a solid rebound from Peyton Hughes. So that will do it for period number 1 here in Palmerston North. The Jets are up 9-8. What did you think of that first quarter?
Yeah, I thought both teams came out with a lot of energy. You can tell that they are focused. They're ready to get after it this game. Really impressed with the ball movement of the Jets. They've made the extra pass. They've moved the ball really well. And for this Bulls side, they're really trying to get downhill and get to the rim. And they knocked a few outside shots as well. So pretty even game so far.
Absolutely is. We take a look on your screen. It's a Friday evening. If you want to spend a cheeky $35 to get a large Nonna pizza, just scan that QR code or use that online code SalesBasketball26, and that could be all yours. I'm getting hungry just looking at it.
It's got your 5+ a day on it, you know. You've got your green, you've got your red, you've got your orange, you've got your yellow, you've got your white. 5 right there.
Here you go.
There's your meal prep for the week, ladies and gentlemen.
We see the Green Army starting to get after it, and I tell you what, in Palmerston North, the favourite song is definitely the Macarena. I think I called the Nelson Giants versus the Jets, which was an absolute double overtime thriller, and I think I heard the Macarena at least 20 times, which, hey, I'm not complaining. I love getting up and doing the Macarena.
Hey, well, it requires a lot of rhythm, am I right?
You're definitely right.
Here we go.
That's a
It'd be
solid
nice to
Macarena.
see the parents to get amongst it, you know?
Yeah. As it looks like we have Chout that has entered the game for the Jets for the first time. He's made about 10 appearances for the Jets so far this year, as we see Anderson trying to get downhill. And whose foot was that off? Sampan looks at Jasmine Dean and goes, I couldn't see it either, so it's going to stay the way of the Franklin Bulls. Saville to inbound. Hughes curling. Already hit one from that spot. Hits another one.
Abracadabra, Charlie. Just magic from the corner. That is someone you can't leave open. You can't trail them from behind. He will hit that when his feet are set. Great second shot from beyond the arc for Hughes.
Jameer Reed trying to respond. Hits the back iron, but another O-board from McCoy. The Jets working on the offensive glass right now. Esahati, little bit of razzle-dazzle and a bit of chocolate cake to finish off that one.
Fisher and Paykel's spin cycle there. We'd love to see it. 11 apiece.
Anderson finding bigger down low, who's checked in, and he is a lot bigger than McCoy, and he makes it count. Alice Bigger.
His height was just spoken into existence with that surname.
Absolutely. And
Weight room right there.
we've seen him have a lot of contribution as well in the Sal's NBL in spurts, especially in the likes of DKP gets in foul trouble or anything like that.
And that's something that has been cool to see, is those players that are staying ready for these rapid games, because coming into those Sal's games later on in season, there's injuries, things happen, and you just never know when your time will be to step up.
We see Boston Caldwell couldn't quite get it to go, and it's going to be the way of Franklin. But just as you were mentioning, injuries and different things can happen, and that's seen all around, and especially in this evening's game. If you haven't heard, it will be Poplar Jr. not playing. He has been released from the Jets, and then also Ty Webster has been ruled out with injuries. So Luca Richards and Caslow Evans Jr., if you're wondering why they're not playing right now in the Rapid League, it's because they're in the starting five.
They got the call up.
Bigger once again. The strength underneath, getting the reverse to go, and extends this lead now for the Bulls. Caldwell trying to respond, but it's Chow there for the rebound. Esahati, no. Looked good though. Corey Perry bringing the ball up for the Bulls. Finds his brother Brody. Saville, we know he's lights out from the three this time. Finding Corey, he gives it up to the hot hand, Peyton Hughes. That one's off the front iron, gets his own rebound. Corey Perry with the ball, operating in the mid-range. Tries to skip past it away, but couldn't quite catch it, was Peyton Hughes. If you do have a favorite player, you were mentioning you do like the Corey, the Perry brothers, Caleb. Well, there you are. You have a chance to vote for your fans MVP. Just scan the QR code. Can literally be any person on any roster. So if they're your favorite player, no matter if they average the most stats or not, vote for them there, and they have a chance to win. Who are you voting for, Caleb?
I've got to be loyal to my guy Brody Perry. Brody, if you're listening, which you're not, you're playing the game, and your brother's just nailed a beautiful
I just saw
floater.
that, and I'm voting for you, Corey. All right. We see.
So I vote Brody, you vote Corey.
Yeah. I wonder who's leading the fans MVP charge right now.
I think that's cool, because there's so much more to sports than just the stats. You know, we can often get caught in how many points someone scores, how many rebounds, assists, those type numbers, but there are so many soft skills or intangible things that people can bring to a game that may not show up on a stat sheet.
Absolutely, as Jameer Reed going to bring the ball up, working on Calso, finds Caldwell. Back to basket, finds the cutting. Esahati deals with a bit of contact and gets everything but the roll. So another stop for the Bulls. The Jets been quiet in this quarter so far. Big has been a problem, and continues to be a problem as McCoy's going to hit him on the forearm, and he's going to get a chance at the charity stripe.
Big is so good inside. He draws a lot of attention, creating, you know, the defense to collapse and the likes of Hughes to spot up, or other perimeter players to get clean looks. But he's been an excellent addition for this side.
Yeah, before arriving with the Franklin Bulls, he had some parts in NBL 1 with the Dandenong Rangers and the Melbourne Tigers, and then also an Australian NBL development player with the South East Melbourne Phoenix. So a bit of experience for the young lad. And always playing an environment with high-level pros just excels your game even further. As he extends the lead now to 19-11 for the Bulls. Caldwell getting to that mid-range, and wow, that's a tough shot, but he made it look easy.
Hocus pocus, bit of magic on that little pull-up, Jay, and that's something, the lost art of a mid-range. I'm an advocate for the mid-range jump shot. I know we get caught in three-pointers are worth more, but the value of being able to hit that midi off a screen. Oh my goodness, Brody Perry. That's why you're the MVP, mate.
Give that guy a map. Brody Perry just puts the razzle-dazzle on and gets the layup to go. Oh my gosh. Jameer Reed tries to answer on the other end, but the Jets just not quite finding anything right now. So we see Bigger in transition. Get up, big fella. Just a nice little lay.
The vision from Mr. Perry, three-quarter court pass. as the Bulls push this lead to 10 points now.
So we see a foul going to be called there. That's just going to be the Bulls first. And only 4 seconds remaining here in the half. Who's it going to go to end the half? Looking for Caldwell, finds him. 4 seconds now. Now 2, he's got to get it up, steps through, throws one up and can't get it to drop. So the Franklin Bulls with a huge second quarter, winning that quarter 15-4. They lead 21-13 here in the Fly Palmy Arena. What were your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, the Bulls are just finding more form with Bigger inside. He's been a great presence, getting some nice touches, getting to the free throw line as well. But to me, the key standout is the three-point shooting from this Bulls side. They are 42% from beyond the arc, whilst Manawatū still remain 0-6. So they've really dominated from there. Although shot attempts for this Jet side has been more, the Bulls have converted more, and Caldwell going after that 9-piece to get him into that 200 land territory. But just looking at the spread of scoring for this Bulls side, they have 5 people adding to this. So that is the key difference here. When you have more people adding and playing roles, leads to more opportunities.
Take a look at the rebounds as well. Boston Caldwell doing it all, but it's a whole lot of 2s up there, and Corey Perry leading the way with 3. The offensive rebounding has been great for both sides, and it's really what has been keeping the Jets in this one. As we take a look, the assists across the board, again, a whole lot of 1s, but the assists, only 1 assist for the Jets side and over 5 for the Bulls. I will clarify that right now. Yes, 5 assists for the Bulls. The blocks, saw a couple of big blocks, one from Esahati and McCoy, and then Calso on the other end. He also had a big block. So, second half action coming right up. Again, we talked about the points differential. So for the Bulls, if they win this Sal's NBL one after this game, then the points percentage is definitely going to come into play, especially if them and the Phi both get to 8 wins in the Sal's NBL. It's going to be who has the better points percentage, as we see. Oh, wow, that's a CUI jumper. Did you know that's the college that I first went to and my little brother's going to go? So
did you give your hoodie to an op shop or something?
That was a CUI track and field hoodie. So that has actually just blown my mind.
That's crazy.
What are the odds of that? It's not a big school, Concordia University, Irvine. It's only got about 4,000 people that attend. I did know there were a few track athletes. I know Leah Powick was there. She was there, I think, doing high jump. We had Maria Satan as well. So, wow, good to see CUI getting some acknowledgement as we see Boston Caldwell. He gets his 9th point, and that will be 200 points on the season for Boston Caldwell. He's been exceptional.
Beautiful handle from Saville with the snatchback as Anderson.
Corey Perry fires away. He looked off Hunter Saville in the corner. He said, nah, my turn.
He said, sorry, bro.
Caldwell, he's going to try launch from 3 and going to stay in bounds. And it's a bit of a track meet right now at the start of the third between both sides. Calso slows it down. Finds Anderson, now with Saville in the corner. His teammate finally passes it to him. Perry bumps off Jameer Reed. Boomfa, he says, and counter.
Mr. Perry, that is a bad man. Brody Perry. Man, just weight room. Yeah. Just weight room?
Just weight room. We see Esahati get it stolen. Give me them cookies, says Perry, and Zion Anderson tries to go for a dunk, but a little filleha underneath over Jameer Reed, his former Rosmini teammate.
Zion Anderson done a great job. He is one of those dual 3x3 and 5x5 players. He's very versatile and can play any end of the floor.
And speaking of 3-on-3, as we see a quick fast break, Zion Anderson does well. No contact. I think he was looking for the foul, but talking about 3-on-3. Looks like the men's 3-on-3 side are going to get their first match this evening in the Commonwealth Games against Australia, I believe, Kayla.
Yes, there is a 9 o'clock, or around 9 o'clock game. There is a 2 o'clock game, and then there's about a 5 o'clock game. So, look, if you're nocturnal, stay up for the men's games. But if you need your sleep, there will be replays as well. Zion's older sister, Asia Anderson, will be playing in the Wahine side for our Tall Ferns. So shout out to them, all the best to them. They will be playing tomorrow. So some really exciting Com Games matchup. And yeah, Mr. Perry, you look about ready for a Com Games yourself.
We see Jameer Reed just dropping the shoulder a little bit. Does well, drawing the contact on the smaller Saville and earning a chance to the charity stripers. Take a look at that replay, and he wish he had that one back. I think probably said fudge or something like that.
Fudge muffins.
Going to get the first one to go. Shout out to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. Get hoops at your school. The Auckland, Northland and Coromandel regions are open, so scan the QR code and find out more. As Jameer Reed hits the second. He's now up to 5 points on the evening. So trying to bring it back, the Jets in period number 3. Only 1:50 remaining. Kelso being pressured from Reed. Finds Anderson in the corner. One more to Saville. Back iron. Esahati fires up top to Boston Caldwell. He likes this matchup. He's going to work on it. Nice turnaround, fadeaway, tough shot. Good defense.
That was excellent defense from Saville. He made Caldwell catch it outside of the block. Did not give him any easy looks.
Bigger likes this matchup. A lot of hands in there. Great hands indeed. A beautiful triple team actually from Esahati and Jameer Reed on that occasion.
Couldn't quite get the kick out on that, but kept possession from the corner yet again. The Kuru Whiwhi Toru for Hughes, his favourite shot, corner three-pointer.
Yeah, the baseline out of bounds plays working for the Bulls right now, just finding what they want and executing. Esahati splits the defense, goes up top and finishes with the right hand. Crikey, that one's tough.
That's a great there, splitting the D like that. Read the big collapse as a change of position back with the Jets. They're on a bit of a roll now.
Nice inverted dribble there from Jameer Reed. He was begging for a foul and he's not happy with that call, but it will remain Jets ball. However, they find themselves in a 12-point hole with 45 seconds remaining. We take a look at that replay. A nice move. Potentially Kelso got a bit of a hand on him, but...
Yeah, a bit of the Tyrannosaurus Rex arms coming out there.
Is that an insult? I'm not sure. I actually have T-Rex arms, so like they're actually tiny.
Are they actually really short?
Yeah, like it's actually kind of sad. I don't want to expose myself on live television.
You've just exposed yourself, Charlie.
I'm 6'7" and my arm span is like 6'1", so.
Should it be the same?
It should be the same or bigger, yeah.
Well, I've got really large feet.
Okay.
Like I've got big Maori feet, so
Okay.
they're long and wide, and I'm still waiting to hit 6'5".
Yeah, well, it's...
So, you know,
there's still time.
There's time.
Yeah, there is
I'll hit
definitely
my growth
time.
spurt at 35.
Yeah, I might just go like hang on a pull-up bar until like my arms stretch a little bit.
I think Steph Curry used to do that to get taller. He used to like hang and drink lots of milk. So make sure you drink your Anchor.
Absolutely, I'm more of a chocolate milk kind of guy,
Oh,
as we
nice.
see Peyton Hughes fire away. Bingo, he's hot here in the Fly Palmy Arena and extends the lead to 13. Esahati with the ball. Last possession of this third quarter. Works on Bigger, he likes this matchup. Tween, skip pass, and that one's going to be way over the top. So potentially a home run if we're playing baseball, but it is basketball, and it will be a turnover. 4 seconds remaining here in the third. So will they use their BNZ player timeout? No. Bit of a quarterback pass, and that goes out without touching anyone. So the Jets will actually get the ball all the way back where it was thrown in. And he has a laugh to himself.
He's having a laugh to himself. I think our cameraman also had a laugh as he almost got sconed in the head.
Alrighty, so it ends up being a pretty good position for the Jets to score with 4 seconds remaining here in period number 3. We take a look at this replay of the cameraman
Sam.
ducking and weaving Sam. I tell you what,
Little bop
mate.
with it.
Now, he is an athlete. That is 100%. We see Esahati getting downhill. 1 second remaining.
Oh,
Finds a back cut
yes.
and shout! Gets it to go on the buzzer. How about Chow Chow?
How about it? The back door with the delish dish. Reverse, beautiful finish there from the Jets, and way to keep composure as well. They used the time, they got into their shots, although they were in a bit more of a deficit. They've just crept this this difference to 11 points now.
Delish dish. So would that be alliteration?
Correct.
Oh, I'm getting better. This is why we go to school. Kids, focus a bit more in school and you'll be smarter than me. So we see Benny the Bear. He's got to be, I'm not going to lie, he might be my favorite mascot. I wonder if you can vote for mascots in the fan MVP. Someone go scan that QR code and check if you can vote for Benny the Bear, because I'm a big fan of Benny and the Jets.
Can I just say, while we're on the topic of mascots and while we're talking about colleges, back in my day, I did have one day in summer school where I was the mascot for Tulane University.
Wow.
Riptide,
Wow.
they called me, and
How
it was
did
the
that go
worst
for you?
decision of my life.
Really?
It was about 40 degrees in New Orleans heat, 90% humidity, and I'm walking around for 4 hours in a Riptide suit, and I just about fainted. But thank goodness no
Being a
one yelled with
mascot
me.
is, I mean, shout out to all mascots out there, but some people are just born for it.
Man.
So that's the only time you've been a mascot in your life?
That's the only time. Hopefully not the last, though. I'm coming for you, Benny.
Take a trip down to Palmy and ask to be Benny, I'm sure. They probably won't let you because Benny is an absolute legend. We see fourth quarter action of rapidly get underway. Saville with a nice spin move and gets everything. But the finish, it is the Jets' last quarter of Rapid League of the 2026 season. This is their last regular season game, which means last Rapid League game as well. We talked about the Bulls will have another game on Sunday against the Rams. Esahati doing a great job getting to the line early on in this one. They need to have a huge quarter here to bring this back.
Yeah, he's been really aggressive, working well off those ball screens, punishing this Bulls side for reaching in and maybe a few too many fouls. They're doing a good job getting to the free throw line.
And I tell you what, they do need to bring this back and bring it back quickly, because if the Jets do win in the Sal's NBL tonight, they are up to 8 wins. And if the Phi lose, it won't matter about points percentage. They will be in. But if the Phi win, right now the Phi definitely have a better points difference. So it means the Phi would still go through. So they need to claw this back very quickly. And that missed layup, I don't know how it missed, but that missed layup is going to help their case. Hughes finding Perry, firing away. Yahtzee pulls the Jai arrow. Celebration afterwards as well. That's class from Brody Perry.
Brody Perry is in his bag, ladies and gentlemen.
It's pretty class to see. Even the Jai arrow celebration has made it to basketball. We see that celebration all around rugby league and rugby union. Such a cool cause. It's so cool to see just the whole sports community coming together.
I think it just speaks to the platform that athletes have and the impact that can be had when people use their platform and raise awareness for things that are, you know, more than a sport.
Absolutely, 100%, as we see Kelso get us back underway. 12-point lead for the Bulls. Bigger, working on the smaller Reed. Kelso skips it to Hughes. You don't want to leave him open. Thought about it. Gets to the mid-range and nice hands from Esahati. He's going to push the pace in transition. 1-on-3. And is a foul going to be called? Yes, it looks like Sam Pan is going to see it from the other end of the court and call the foul. So let's see if we can see it on that replay. Yeah, I think it was Corey Perry that just got the forearm.
Love the aggression that he's coming into this game with. Jets have gotten to the line 13 times compared to the Bulls 3. So led by this man right here, he's got a lot of strength, and for a guard, having the ability to bump bodies and have good body control, he's been incredibly effective for this side and really leading the pursuit for the dub today.
Yeah, Esahati Also a huge, strong body. Played for the Saints in 2021 and then went over and played 4 years of college NCAA Division I basketball, originally at Long Island University, then played a further 2 at Southeastern Louisiana University. Ooh. So another Kiwi that's got a lot of college experience and coming back and putting it to display here in New Zealand. Here he is with the ball. Isahati finds Chow. Back to Abbott, working in the mid-range. Reed doing a nice job rolling. Tries to dump it off to Chow. He probably should have just gone up for a little right-hand floater himself. Perry with the ball, working in that mid-range, just does such a good job navigating his way through the paint. Kelso feels the contact, throws it up. Couldn't get it to go, but great awareness of feeling the contact and instantly throwing it at the hoop.
Yeah, I think Kelso knew on that one it wasn't going to make it, but he just threw it up because he got the foul. Instead of just being on the floor, he's getting to the free throw line.
Kelso out of Pukekohe High School. We take a look at that replay, feels the contact. He also played on the gold medal winning New Zealand team at the 2025 FIBA Under-17 Oceania Cup in Samoa, where he averaged 7 points per game. So another future star coming out of New Zealand. Isahati, nice razzle-dazzle, finding Corwell on the cut, but it is tipped away from Zion Anderson. Hughes in transition, and Peyton Hughes, that is why he's the Bulls' leading scorer in the Rapid League. But he came up holding that ankle a little bit. We see this beautiful take, left hand off the glass, and extends the lead now to 16.
Hughes averaging about a point a minute, actually. Crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive work as we see Abbott fire away. He's certainly not shy of letting them go, just hasn't quite found his range here this evening, but a chance to get warm if he does make it on to the Sal's NBL game. Beautiful skip pass, Zion Anderson, high arcing three, touches nothing, but it will stay with the Bulls.
Really great pass there from Perry. He read that the weak side defense was a little bit collapsed, pulled off the corner. That's something the Bulls have been getting all night, is that skip pass to the corner.
Another corner triple out of the baseline play for the Bulls, but no, this time it's Brody Perry with his own tip-in. That baseline play, somebody's got to scout it, right? Don't let Peyton Hughes curl to the corner for a three.
I'm double teaming that man.
Or at least if you know they have nothing at the rim, you adjust and you shadow that corner as the inbound defender, then it completely takes it away. Obviously the Jets a bit more worried about protecting the rim, which is understandable, but when you have such a hot shooter that has hit it multiple times out of that same formation, an adjustment is needed, as Ahia Abbott couldn't get the first one to go, and the lead has really extended for the Bulls, and this is really going to help their case in terms of points difference in that race for 6th place in the Sal's NBL.
Yeah, as you were speaking to, closing up to the three-point line. In this Sal's game later on, this will be a focus for this Jets team too, closing out to the three-point line. The Bulls are incredibly effective from beyond the arc.
And this is where you see it. The Bulls, they're up 17, but they are not slowing down at all. They want more and more points, and Peyton Hughes delivers. And look at that, they're right up and in and continuing to try and pick up the pace.
Interesting foul there from Hughes. Probably could have just let it play, but nonetheless, he's just pushed his scoring out to 14 points. Having an absolute game.
Yeah, Peyton Hughes, we know he can explode as a scorer. His rapid best is 25 points in a Rapid League game against the Nuggets in 2024. Been with the Bulls the entire time, and that is why he is the all-time leading scorer for the Bulls in the Rapid League. So we see Chow miss that one, and looks like we might get a final possession here still. Both got their BNZ player timeouts. Back to Kelso. 1 second separating shot clock and game clock. Bigger gonna fire away, almost banks it in, but Isahati gets the rebound, and that will be a BNZ player timeout. So an opportunity to thank BNZ for giving away over 6,000 tickets to people that have scanned that QR code, and chances for them to watch games all throughout this 2026 season. We're underway here, 9 seconds left. Ball with Isahati, trying to look for Caldwell. He's going to go himself. Deals with the contact from Perry, Jameer Reed, and that's blocked by Bigger, and they try to call their BNZ player timeout, and they do in time, and a celebration there from Brodie Perry. And then if you're at home, you're probably like, why the heck are they trying to get another possession? You're up 19 points. You don't need another possession. But this is what we're talking about. The points difference do matter, and I'm sure Coach Daniel Ryan has definitely installed that in them.
Absolutely. Every single point matters, especially we're in the crunch time. You know, it's still anyone's game.
Here we go, 0.5 on the clock, so it pretty much has to be a tip in here or a very, very quick catch and shoot. Goes up top to Bigger, and not sure if he was aiming for the hoop there, Peyton Hughes, but he throws it up, and that will do it for this evening's Rapid League game. It's the Bulls that go up 45 over the home team, the Jets, who had 26. Well, it was all about Peyton Hughes, wasn't it?
16 points. He was absolutely on fire. He kept getting that corner three-point shot. Scout didn't catch on, but Hughes absolutely dominating this game. Caldwell getting his 9-piece, pushing him to 200 points, so massive work from him. But we can just once again see the spread of points for this Bulls side. They were just too deep tonight, Charlie.
Yeah, and the Bulls, they also won the rebounding battle with Corey Perry and Calso leading the way. They had 7 offensive rebounds. However, the Jets actually had 10 offensive rebounds, so they were trying to do everything they can to get more possessions, but they just couldn't do so. As we move on to the assists.
The spread there, assist count, Calso and Saville leading with 2 each, but the Bulls dishing out 8 assists to the Jets 3. So that is a key stat right there. We can see blocks too. Calso 2 there. The schoolboy, man, just making a huge impact. And Hughes not only shooting the rock, but stealing the rock as well, as he grabbed 2 cookies on the game.
So that will do it for the Sky Broadband Rapid League this evening, but don't go anywhere because it's a very, very big game this evening, and it's a race for 6th place in the Sal's NBL. We'll be with you live at 7:30. Make sure you tune in. We'll see you shortly.
Bye.
Yes, once again, thank you to Print HQ for those. Yes, just a reminder, please make sure your kids are not running around the court. Kids, make sure to walk from A to B. Wherever you're going, please just walk. Sensibly, one foot in front of the other. Thank you. We're giving you a time over at Yowie. Let's make it on. All right, I'll take a little bit to come out. just be aware of the adults that are walking through as well. All right. All right, we're coming through up to here. There we go, up to here. This way. Come this way, guys. So it's this way. There we go. Alright guys, just make sure Alright, if you haven't taken your seat on, grab it now because soon you cannot cross through in here. If you're going to cross through, please cross through now and grab your seats. We got both of us come through. Alright, either grab your seats now, otherwise please don't cross through. You guys make sure these rooms spread out just a little bit. Alright, Barney, first of all, let's just give a warm welcome, put our hands together for the Franklin Bulls first of all. Welcome to the Franklin Bulls. Alright, Barney. done stuff. We're going to try and get these t-shirts out before the main game so we can have everyone wearing them. I've got a size 4 here, we know the deal. Once again, thanks to Print HQ for the Benny t-shirts. I know that's
Sponsors: Beecham's Funeral Home, Morayfair Manawatū, Green Law, Saya Industries, Obo, Maycroft, Pioneer New World, Rosie O'Grady's and Capture Signs. Jets Basketball would like to thank the following sponsors: Vining Group, Steve's Tyre Service, Chapel Architecture, Heat Right, Team Robinson, Maxwell Jewelers, Arosta Coffee, Central Regional Basketball Foundation, Local Cafe, Screen Print Services, Alsco, Freedom Print, P3 Physio, Office Products Depot, and the Lido.
Alrighty, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome along to the hangar tonight. Big game of basketball. Franklin Bulls versus the Property Brokers Jets. And starting fives for the teams for the Franklin Bulls: number 0, Jace Carter. Number 4, Darren Boyd. Number 11 is Carter Witt. Number 24 is Cale Robinson. Number 25 is Dom Kelvin Portal. Head coach of the Franklin Bulls is Dave Ryan, and assistant coach is Jamie Reddish. All right, your starting 5 lineup for the Property Brokers Jets this evening. Point guard duties tonight are being handled by number 25, Caslo Evans Jr. And starting at guard, make some noise, Palmy, for number 9, it's Corey Webster. In the other guard position, it is number 10, it's high-flying Caden Sand. And forward in the number 2 singlet, it is Luca Richards. And our man in the middle tonight, wearing number 4, let's hear it for Isaiah Small.
Head coach Tony Webster, our assistant coach Manawatū, our trainer is Claire Maxwell, our strength and conditioning trainer Taco.
11 teams, 16 rounds, 20 games each, and we are in the 16th and final round. Everything is to try and make the top 6, and 5 spots have already been clinched, but there is 1 spot still remaining, and that's what everything comes down to this evening. It's potentially one of the games of the week as the Manawatū Jets host the Franklin Bulls right here in the Fly Palmy Arena in Palmerston North. As my name is Charlie Dalton, and I am joined alongside the legend Kayla Manu Irarangi, and all eyes are going to be on this one this evening. Kayla.
Tēnā koe e hoa o te rā, tēnā tātou katoa. Indeed, this is a matchup of the round, Charlie. Huge game here. It's basically, it's a simple equation tonight. You win, you stay in the contention for top 6. You lose, you're packing your bags, you're going home.
Absolutely, and well, the Jets, they can get to 8 wins. However, if they lose tonight, they are still on 7 wins. If the Bulls win, they now are up on 7 wins. We already know the Fi are on 7 wins. However, the Bulls and the Fi both still have a game to play. We take a look at the standings. The top 4, they're solidified, as well as 5th, the Nuggets. However, 1 through to 4 can change. If the Sharks lose and the Tuatara win, they will go back to 1st. If the Tuatara win and the Sharks win, that top 2 will stay how it is, and then it's all down to the 6th spot. Right now it's the Fi with 7 wins, but the Jets are also with 7. However, this is their last game. The Bulls with 6, but they still have 2 more games, and then actually the Nelson Giants are also somehow still in it. If they win tomorrow night, they're up to 7 wins, and it could be a 4-way tie on 7 wins, and it will come down to points differential, Kayla.
Lots of maths involved in that one, Charlie. But simply put, the Jets, if they win this and the Fi win their next game, it will come back to that points differential, whereas the Bulls, they need to get that win tonight and against the Rams.
Huge games coming up. The Saints host the Sharks. Well, that one, as I was mentioning, is huge. If the Sharks win, they will guarantee top seed heading into the playoffs. Then the Giants versus the Fi. That one's all about that 6th spot. The Tuatara, they're trying to stay in that top 2 seed against the Airs. And then the Rams host the Bulls. And if the Bulls win this one, they're trying to knock down a top Rams squad and try get to their 8 wins, which could potentially get them into the top 6 as well. So a whole lot still to be played for, and that's all gonna unravel this weekend as we take a look at the starting 5. Jace Carter, Darren Boyd, Carter Witt, Cale Robinson, and DKP. This has been the starting lineup mainly, and these guys, they all play a lot of minutes. They are the core 5. That's where all the scoring happens, and it's such a crucial game. We caught up with Coach Daniel Ryan right before the game.
Dan, the Bulls are still in the thick of the finals chase, thanks in a large part to what was a tremendous comeback on your home court in the Stockyard last round. What was it about the Bulls' play in the 3rd quarter in particular that worked so well, and how can you engage that form from the tip-off tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a nice testament to what our group has done at various points this season, which is we've been down even games that we've won. We've been down most games at halftime, and our guys just continue to compete and continue to fight and continue to dig and try to find solutions, which for a young group, we're really proud of that. And you know, you're probably not supposed to win a game where you're down that much at halftime, and some of that is good fortune, but a lot of it too is credit to our playing group for just finding a way to get it done.
Looking at the Jets, a different looking core than in recent weeks, but still a potent offense attack to deal with. What aspects of their offense are the Bulls focused on limiting today, and what will that look like in action on the wood?
Yeah, it's easier said than done, and we've struggled defensively all season, so when you're coming up against a team that's one of the best offensive teams in the league, like the Jets, it's going to be really difficult, but you know, Corey Webster's ability to create offense out of any scenario. He's one of the best shot makers, not just in this league, but in this part of the world. They're tremendous in transition. They have forwards that can stretch out and shoot the ball, and a guy like Small, Sand getting on the rim. And so, yeah, poses a lot of threats, and we need to try to be more solid than we've been in games past to even have a chance to stop a potent offense like the Jets.
Cheers. Good luck tonight.
There you have it, Daniel Ryan. He understands that the task at hand. As he was saying, they do give up 95 points per game at 51% from the field, the worst in the league, but they did bounce back after losing 6 in a row and overcame a 19-point deficit, which is hopefully going to give them a bit of confidence heading into this one as we take a look at the starting 5 for this Jets side, which looks a little bit different. It's Luka Richard, Isaiah Small, Corey Webster, Caden San, and Caslow Evans Jr. with the releasing of Jamal Poplar Jr. He's not going to be available for the rest of the season, and Ty Webster just this morning ruling out with injury. We caught up with Tony Webster ahead of this one.
Tony, the season comes down to this. A win puts the Jets in a position to return to the postseason, but a couple of key personnel changes with Ty Webster's injury and Jamal Poplar Jr. moving on. Where will the Jets look to with 2 players who have been so impactful for you this season not on the floor in what is a must-win game?
Well, I hope everybody can stand up. I mean, it's a team game, so somebody's got to stand up. We've been in this position before, so that's the nature of the game. We just have to carry on and do the best we can under the circumstances.
So turning our attention to the Bulls, who are coming off what was a tremendous comeback last round that's kept them in the finals chase, what aspect of their offensive attack are the Jets most concerned with slowing down today, and how will the team go about doing that?
Well, they've got some good imports, and Dom in the post is he's a very physical player. They're going to be a tough team, you know. They play hard, they run some good sets. We just have to play our game. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Good luck tonight.
Who's going to step up for this Manawatū Jets side? They lose the 4th in the league in scoring. They also lose the 6th in the league in scoring over 40 points combined. So we take a look at Ty Webster having a chat to older brother Corey. You're going to be like, Corey, you might have to go for 50 this evening if you want to get this one, as it looks like we're going to take a look at the Kivas Warehouse head-to-head.
The Jets are conceding a lot of points. That will be the narrative of this game. We know they can score the rock, 92 points per game, but can they stop this Bulls side? Bulls are an excellent team. They love to run their sets, control the tempo. On the contrary, the Jets love to get out in transition. They love to push the pace. Just like my voice is being pushed right now, Charlie. Bear with me, it's Iwi. And, you know, the Jets coming off a tough loss against the Tuatara the other night, but the Bulls, they've got good momentum. They'll be confident without Ty, without Poplar Jr. This is an opportunity for this Bulls side to double down. They still have one more game in those matchups there with Webster and Boyd.
As we take a look at your match officials for this evening, we've got Callum Welch, Sam Pan and Hayden Pipe on the whistle. Yeah, Corey Webster and, well, Caden Sand, I think, has an opportunity to step back up into his earlier season form. We've seen him have some huge games earlier on in the season. He had a 39-point game against the Hawks in round 2. He's going to have a lot more of the ball in his hands than previous games as of late. So we take a look at that YourShout.vote poll. Right now, the Bulls slightly edging ahead.
I'm going to say this off the record. Caden Sand has arguably the best vertical in the league, nicknamed Artemis 10 because he gets all the way to the moon. But I'm really excited to see what he does in this game. We know he can score, but he's one of those players, he's selfless, he can slot into whatever role he needs. And tonight, they need another scorer. Without Poplar Jr., without Webster, that's something that the Jets will need to look for tonight.
Absolutely, and Kayla, I think your voice is a little bit sore because it's been such a long season, but it's been so thrilling, so many close games. You've been on the call for quite a lot of them, so it's understandable, but you're going to power through, aren't you?
We do. We have 2 baritones tonight, Charlie. That's what we have.
There we go, there we go. You might have to hear more of me yapping, which I hope you don't mind.
You're a legend, Charlie. You got us.
Righty, we are nearly all set and ready to go. The last time these two teams matched up was on May the 13th, and the Jets won 112-103, and we're all underway. The Bulls are going to get the first possession in this one. Ball with Carter Witt, Darren Boyd going to fire away, and He thought it looked good, but a stop early on for the Jets, and finds Isaiah Small in transition. Going to get the foul. Foul called on Jace Carter. Already off to the races early on here in this one.
Jace Carter struggled all season getting into foul trouble, and that is not an advantageous position for the Bulls side. So early on, that is his first personal foul in 20 seconds.
Yeah, Jace Carter leading the league in rebounds at over 11 rebounds a game. Add 20 points to that and 2.5 assists. 34 minutes a game he averages, so the Bulls, they need him out on the floor if they want to succeed this evening. As Small gets the scoring underway from the free throw line. Gets that one to go as well. So, 2-0 early on. Carter Witt finding Darren Boyd, Cale Robinson. We know he can shoot it. Carter thought about it. Working on the left side on Webster. Little step back, triple, everything but the hoop. Caslow Evans Jr. getting out in transition, and well, defense just parted ways like the Red Sea opened up in another early bucket for the Jets. Witt likes this matchup on the smaller Evans Jr. Jace Carter flicks it up with the right hand, and another stop for the Jets. Small out in transition and gets the lay to go. I tell you what, that one was dangerous. Small and sand on a 2-on-1.
Man, I'd clear out.
Yeah, I would clear out too.
Get off the court if you have to, but great start there from the Jets, getting out in transition. Their goal this game, if they want to win, is to speed this Bulls side up. And with this timeout so early on, that's exactly what they've done.
Yeah, 6-0 early on here. Not the start that the Bulls wanted. We know the Jets play so confident when they are at home. They score tremendously more points when they're at home than they are away. But we do know that the Bulls can find their form a little bit later. They were down 19 points in their last game against the Airs and came back, still got the win. So they've been a bit on a struggle streak, have the Franklin Bulls, and it really starts on their defense. They do lead the league in offensive rebounds, but giving up 95 points per game is just, it's going to make it hard to always be solidified in that top six.
I agree, but something about this Bulls side, as Coach Dan spoke to, was their ability to come back from behind. That's something that some teams never get to in terms of building character within a season. The fact that they know that they can come from behind, they typically have very good third quarters. They can get off to starts like this, but not be phased.
So a very early timeout called there from Coach Daniel Ryan in his first season with the Bulls. He was assistant coach for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix as well. It's going to be Carter Witt getting us underway. Trying to get downhill on Caslow Evans Jr. Fires up a really tough shot. Great defense from Evans Jr. as he gets down in transition. Puts up a floater, rebound, Small. Again, crashing the rebounds, but not able to finish, and Small coming up a little bit ginger after that one. Carter tries to bump off Richards, but he says, I'm here. DKP steps out. Little crafty under the legs there from DKP. Little show pony. Carter, step back, working on Richards. 3 seconds left. Fires from three. Off the shot clock, that's going to be out of bounds, and I tell you what, the Jets defense has turned up here so far this evening.
Bulls shooting quite uncharacteristic shots this early on, speaking to the Jets defense. Their focus this game will be closing out to the three-point line, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Come on, Jets!
Yeah, the Franklin Bulls usually known for their assists, but right now just not moving the ball enough. We see a nice slip from Richards and gets it to rattle in. Luka Richards, he's going to have to play a big role in this one with the absence of Jamal Poplar Jr. Boyd, back to Witt. So good in that middle on-ball situation, and that looks like it's going to be called An illegal screen there on Dom Kalman-Poto, so he'll raise his hand, potentially slightly moved the hips there on that screen, wasn't set, and we know the refs are always going to pick up those ones. Bulls yet to find the scoreboard, an 8-0 early run. Sand, we said he's going to have the ball in his hands more, and he does so right now. A turnover from Richards and a good stop from the Bulls. Carter finds DKP, and, well, Caden Sand isn't going to give him a freebie. He's going to make him earn it at the line, and chance to put their first points on the board. Pretty dump off there from Jace Carter. He averages just over 2 assists a game. Shout out to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools programs. Get your hoops at your school. Auckland, Northland and Coromandel regions are open. Scan the QR code to find out more. DKP playing about 25 minutes a game as well. That one almost rattled out, but it drops for them. So he gets the scoring underway for the Bulls with the first two. 8-2 early on here, 7:20 remaining in the first. Evans Jr. running the PG position, and back-to-back turnovers for the Jets. Wet finding Boyd. Robinson for 3. No. Another O-board though for the Bulls. Robinson this time trying to get downhill, and Kanan Sand gonna have to commit a foul, and I think that's going to be foul number 2 early on here in this one, and, well, they can't have that, can they?
It's a physical start, and fouls are that thing at the end of the game, the last couple minutes, that can make the difference in the end.
Kale Robinson gets the first one to go. We take a look at that replay, just a great cut there, and he has no other option. But right there, I'd like to see him be a little bit smarter. He has to understand how big his role needs to be in this one, and for them to win, he has to be on the floor. Small with the ball. That one rhymes. Jameer Reed on the floor.
That one doesn't.
We see DKP get a steal. I think that's 3 turnovers in a row for the Jets. Skip pass to Robinson, finds Jace Carter in the corner. No, but another O-board from the leading offensive rebounding team in the league. Boyd tries to throw it behind the back, but it's a rebound for the Jets. Evans Jr., skip pass, C-Webb, butterball from the corner. Well, you can't let him get hot.
That's a difference that Kaz brings to this game. He's able to find people who's so fast in transition, and he found the right shooter at the right time.
Carter Witt left on an island, but the Jets come up a little lucky there, leaving Carter Witt wide open. He doesn't shoot the 3 great this season, just at about 27% as we take a look at that butterball from Corey Webster. And the Jets bench is up and Adam, they know what this means. The Jets have not been to the playoffs since the showdown in 2020, where they lost in the grand final. You see Caslow Evans asking for a foul and receiving a foul from referee Callum Welch.
Foul is on number 11.
Carter Witt just hand checks him there with the right hand. And Dion Collins looks like he's going to be set to check in. Caslow Evans Jr. was tremendous at the start of the season without the likes of Corey Webster and Ty Webster. He took that point guard role and he executed, as we said, C-Webb back-to-back. No, this time not. Witt getting downhill. Left, right, nothing but Jace Carter. Tip, hooray on the follow.
I think he jumped all the way from Wellington, did there. Jace Carter not leading the league in rebounding for no reason.
C-Webb finding nephew Jameer Reed. Caslow Evans Jr. working, throws it up with the right hand. Caslow Evans Jr. has come to play here this evening in the Fly Palmy Arena.
Kaz Jr. hailing all the way from Ngāti Koata Ngāpuhi and Ngāti Toa Rangatira.
Carter thought about it, hasn't hit from beyond the arc yet, and does well to get to the rim and force another foul as we take a look at this replay of Caslow Evans Jr. working downhill, beating Peyton Hughes with the first step and just lays it right in front of the rim. But Jace Carter is going to be a problem. He does such a great job at using his body down low and getting to the rim and drawing fouls. We take a look at that QR code that is shown up. Vote for your MVP. It doesn't have to be the MVP. Vote for your MVP, your favorite player in the league. It could be anybody on the roster. I know Kayla said earlier, Brody Perry is yours, and well, I had to now vote for Corey because you can't vote for one brother and not the other. Actually, my brother's in the league, isn't he? I should probably vote for my own brother.
Probably.
Nah.
Loyalty? Not loyalty.
He'll forgive me. I'm sure he's a Corey Perry fan as well, as we see Isaiah Small on the putback. Yabba dabba doo. Again, a good start from the Jets. Everything is working. Still playing a man, but they're switching everything of the Jets. Witt. Hard show from Collins. Behind the back. That's a tough move, and that's drops. Carter Witt.
Carter Witt leading the league in assists. He's got so much to his bag, product of Belmont University over in all the way in America. He's one of those guards, very, very good assist-to-turnover ratio.
Dion Collins under the rim, a pretty pass from C-Webb. Delivers it on a platter, and he eats the cheese. 17-9 start here for the Jets. Witt trying to get downhill on Evans Jr. Evans Jr. thought it was off the leg. I tell you what, Carter Witt really loves this matchup with Evans Jr. as we take a look at that dime to Dion Collins. But Carter Witt really likes this matchup in his eyes against Caslow Evans Jr. But Caslow proven hard to go up against.
Yeah, Cassie's real active hands. But Witt has taken advantage, trying to body him up whenever. I haven't seen him post up much this season.
Dion Collins passes it to C-Webb, and Caslow's like, mate, I was right there, but I mean, you're talking about C-Webb right now as we see him throw one out to Small. Small gonna let it fly from beyond the arc, and that one's no good. Jace Carter off to the races. Caslow Evans Jr. gonna intentionally foul there, so a good smart basketball foul. That'll just be his first one of the evening. Force him to earn it at the line. And a smart foul as well. Jace Carter not shooting the free throw very well this season. He just did about 54%, but trying to make it when it matters, and he does so now. We take a look at that replay, just reaching in the cookie jar a little bit. Jace Carter says swiping, no swiping. Rebound Small as he misses the second one, so stays at about that 50% mark from the stripe, does Jace Carter. Evans Jr. now with the ball to Collins. Webster launches from deep. Bingo! Corey Webster with a hand in his face. It don't matter. Witt with the ball. Trying to work on Reed. Dion Collins in that hard show. Bigger. We saw him dominate in Rapid League. And who is this going to be called on? Sampan blew the whistle a little bit late. I thought Bigger did a great job at coming through the arms of Dion Collins.
Lots of fouls here early, Charlie.
Not sure if we're going to get clarification. Yeah, it's a tough call because Dion Collins is walling up as vertical as he can, but just the angle. And no, it looks like it's going to be a foul on one of the Bulls players. So I think it was a push in the back on the rebound, and that's what the call is going to be. 2 minutes 50 remaining in this first quarter. Small going up, and a foul has been drawn. This time it's on Cale Robinson. So the refs not liking any sort of contact here in this one.
Just ball.
Small couldn't get the first one to go.
Both teams have already gotten to the free throw line 10 times this game, Charlie.
It's a lot of free points right there. Isaiah Small going at about 15 points per game, 9 rebounds. He's 8th in the league in rebounding. Add 3 assists to there, and he's actually 2nd in blocks in the league, right behind the big man, Sammy T, for the Sharks. Saville onto the floor now for the Bulls. Been getting a bit more minutes now in the South NBL, has the young fella. And, well, just trying to settle into this one. Couldn't quite get a handle on that high pass.
All right, we've got a timeout. We've got a GJ going to home basket.
And it looks like we're going to have our second timeout of the evening. This time, not 100% sure who it was called by, but again, the Jets kind of dominating, 20-10. I feel like the Bulls just have had really no rhythm offensively, and then just haven't been getting enough stops so far, Kayla.
I think there's a different level of urgency that this Jets side have. This is their last regular season game, so for them, this is a do or die game, and they've really come out locked in. And often for teams, when there's a bit of adversity without, as we know, Webster and Poplar Jr. out, they know that they need to step up, and that can also be a really good drive for the rest of the team.
Absolutely, and we say for the Bulls, well, it quite literally is do or die for the Bulls. If they lose this one, the max they can reach is 7 wins. And if the Jets win, that means they've got 8. So if the Bulls lose, they are done for the season. They will go down and still play the Rams, but it wouldn't matter in terms of making top 6. So a must win for them as we take a look and scan the QR code if you want to have a look at the 2026 schedule for the Tauihi League. It's going to be a cracker, isn't it, Kayla?
It will indeed.
Alrighty, here we go. Back underway for quarter number 1. 2 minutes 30 remaining, and the Jets have a 10-point lead. Seaweb with the ball, always dangerous. Surveying his options, tries to thread the needle, and he does so. Finds Small, and once again we're going to the charity stripe, Kayla.
Yeah, well, that was an excellent dish from Webster. He read the back of Cale Robinson, going downhill, getting to the line yet again. I think it's going to be a game of free throws, Charlie.
I think you might be right. Isaiah Small, he's out of Maryland. He played 3 years at Texas State, the university at San Marcos, and then most recently played 3 games in the Israel League. Previous to that, he played for Surrey in the Surrey 89ers in the British League, and also played in Denmark, Georgia, and Germany. So almost probably more passport stamps than I do, Kayla.
Well-travelled indeed.
Jets extend the lead. Saville running the point guard for this Bulls side. Boyd, been great all season long, but needs to do so here, splitting the defense. Great hands from Jameer Reed, and keeping it alive is Small. Collins, the point guard, bringing up the ball. Wants to get rid of it immediately, does so. Evans Jr. working on the screen from Collins, gets to his mid-range, left wide open, and pops it like it's hot. Caslow Evans Jr. is alive.
Cas is such a good bag. He's so shifty and hard to stay in front of, and just like that little midi nails it, pushing him to hit 14.
Anderson finding Robinson. DKP down low, likes this matchup, but just too strong off the glass on that occasion. Webster. Bulls staying in that hard show. Cale Robinson dropped to that 4 position now for the Bulls, so they've gone a bit smaller. Small navigating his way through the paint, but he couldn't get it to go. Robinson finds Anderson, switches to the right hand. Robinson, he finally gets it to go. So already up to, I think it is 5 offensive rebounds for this Bulls side so far. Webster pigging for a foul. Has a chat as well. Callum Walsh. Isaiah Small goes up top and gets the layup.
It's almost like Small's been able to step more into a scoring option without Poplar Jr. there, and he's just dominated so far, so early in this game.
Absolutely. So fires across to Darren Boyd. No, rebound Small once again. He's 8th in the league at rebounding for a reason. And, well, the only person really ahead of him was 3rd, and that's Jamal Poplar Jr., but I think he might take all of Poplar Jr.'s rebounds this evening as well.
Yeah, he's doubling down today.
Webster, last play of this quarter. No, it's not. 2 seconds separating shot clock, game clock. Webster, no. Rebound, Small, and one. Gets it to go. Isaiah Small. He's not small at all.
What did he have for breakfast? That's my question.
He's got to have switched to Weet-Bix now. He's in New Zealand,
had
right?
12 Weet-Bix.
12 Weet-Bix, just like no milk, nothing. Straight Weet-Bix. He did the Weet-Bix challenge, but he does it for fun.
Just concrete churning that thing. Small absolutely dominating this game so far.
So 3 seconds left. Will be interesting to see if the Bulls use their BNZ player timeout if this one goes in. And no, it misses, so they're going to have to throw up a full court prayer. It's going to be DKP, no, just goes left. So that will do it for quarter number 1 here in Palmerston North. The Jets, 28-12 over the Bulls. The Bulls trying to come back after the break. Don't go anywhere, more basketball action coming right up.
30 seconds on the clock, make as many shots as you can. Two, one, let's go. Nice
How
touch.
we going, my
That's it,
TikTok
keep it going,
friends? We are here in Palmerston North, and it looks like Benny the Bear is in centre court.
Let's go, Robbie. You got 16 seconds on the way. There we go. Nice
Looks like a
shot.
game this kid's trying to get as many as he can. Take a look at the Bulls huddle right now. Leading the way for the Bulls is Jace Carter and Kale Robinson with 4 points, but Isaiah Small with 12. Corey Webster with 6, Caslo Evans with 6. And, well, TikTok fans, how you going? Let me know if you want any words for me to try and say throughout this broadcast. My name's Charlie Dalton. I'm joined alongside Kayla Manu Irarangi. Trying to have a bit of fun here this evening for your Friday night. Big weekend of basketball ahead.
Flat Hills, Cloud9, LPW Accounting, The Bed Bar, and JC Podiatry. Jets Basketball would like to thank the following sponsors: Property Brokers, Manawatū Toyota, Media Works, Cook Street Pharmacy, Courtesy Ford, Palmerston North City Council.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fly Palmy Arena. Scan the QR code and get your $35 large Nonna pizza. You can enjoy that while watching some Friday night sports, some Friday night basketball, and it's a big game indeed. It's a battle for the 6th and final spot in the playoffs for 2026. C-Web kicks it to San Yahtzee. A big 3 in the corner for Caden Sand, dealing with a bit of foul trouble early on. Good to see him back out there. Tony Webster kind of risking a little bit. As we see another turnover for the Bulls, just too many turnovers so far. Caslo Evans Jr. with the ball. Working downhill. Big bump off. And, well, he's going to be called for the travel, but I tell you what, he just ran into Bigger like a wrecking ball, and he bowled him over.
Was that a Miley Cyrus reference?
Absolutely it was.
Now, something about Kaz that I love is he's fearless and he'll go up against any big defender he can.
Witt with the ball. The Bulls need to start finding some sort of momentum. Carter for 3. No. Another rebound though. The only thing keeping them alive is O-boards. But need to start putting points on the board. Blocked by C-Webb. He says no, and the Jets defense is very, very good right now.
Yeah, the Jets are locked in at the moment. I think the Bulls might have anticipated without Popular Jr. and without Ty Webster, this Jets side might have struggled, but they are just dominating this first half.
Pretty sidelines play from the Bulls, but once again, just no rhythm as we take a look at the C-Webb block getting up there. And I tell you what, C-Webb was talking to Cal Robinson after that. And if anything gets Corey Webster going, it's a little bit of trash talk back and forth.
Yo, those vets, the last thing you want to do is make them mad.
Oh,
like that, like
not.
be their friend. Clap them when they make a shot on your head, because when you get a vet mad, they will drop 40.
Coming downhill, Carter Witt goes up, levitating like Dua Lipa and gets the finish.
That was a good one, Charlie.
I appreciate it, Kayla. I'm gonna have to start using some of your references, right? I can make your videos for you, your TikTok videos, and then you can just say it's you. They're all yours.
Sounds like a business deal, Charlie.
Jace Carter! Yabba dabba doo! Coming through the middle of the lane, and a big point for the Bulls.
Jace Carter is one of those guys, he leads by example. He's not always talking the loudest, but he leads by example, forcing this Jet side to call a timeout immediately. That was an early timeout call, but they know when Jace Carter gets hot, that Bulls side is hard to stop.
There you go, a little bit of rhyming there. And I tell you what, that's definitely going on a highlight reel, and hopefully they weren't talking about our TikTok reels before that, as we see another replay getting up there and slamming it home. We might have just got clipped there, I'm not going to lie, Kayla. But it's all good, it happens, you know? It happens to the best of us.
The baritone and the bass.
Well, yeah, I kind of got clipped. I don't know if the whispering will help. Always good to have you alongside, though. Basketball legend, played over in college as well at Tulane College. If you can, talk to us a little bit about the college experience. Just a brief summary.
Tulane University, went to New Orleans, played in the American Conference. I was a young girl out of Harweda going to the big smoke of America. So, yeah, it was an experience, and it's something that we have a lot more kids going over now. So there's a lot more knowledge that, you know, you as well went over, Charlie, that we can give back to that next generation.
Absolutely, and so cool to see so many Kiwi ballers out there. If you're a youngster listening, get in the gym, work hard and do everything you can, because it is an experience like no other. Richards with the ball. Evans Jr. fires away from three, hits the backboard, but an O-board from Caden Sands. C-Webb pulls up from deep. No. Finally, the Bulls get a rebound, trying to close this lead. Witt in transition, mid-range floater with the contact.
Witt is leading the league in assists, but you can't sleep on his scoring ability, averaging 17 points per game. He really has the whole package.
All right, Stout, make some noise.
Does such a great job in that mid-range. Usually it's out of the on-ball situation, this time out of the floater, and he makes the free throw count as well. So, Evans Jr. finds Richards at the top of the key. Now with Evans Jr., works in that mid-range. Sand, Luka Richards wide open with the mismatch. Counted. Luka Richards stepping up when they need him. Carter left wide open. And again, can't make them pay for sagging. Jace Carter shooting the three pretty good this season at about 32%, so you'd hope to see a couple start dropping soon. C-Webb throws it up to Caden Sand on the reverse. Shabba-dabba-doo! Oh my goodness!
Artemis 10 takes flight yet again. Bunnies of Doom.
And responding to the Bulls, but Jaw still on the floor after that one. Artemis 10, I like that nickname for sure, Kayla.
Thank you, I thought of it myself.
You are very talented as we see Evans Jr. fire away for three. Eureka from beyond the arc. Trading blows are the Bulls and the Jets. Wet working in the mid-range. Robinson finds Boyd. Robinson, they've been quiet from three. And again, stay quiet. The rims don't love the Bulls right now. Can't find any roll. We take a look at this Caden Sand replay. The elevation, the levitation, and then the detonation on the reverse.
Linguistic genius you are, Charlie.
I appreciate it. So we see Corey Perry just having a little pat of the mustache on the bench.
Corey's mustache, Brody's mullet.
Yeah, although I'm excited to see Brody's mullet get a little bit more luscious and long. You know, he did shave it off for charity, which was a great cause, which is exceptional to see, and I'm sure he's growing it back out. Will be back in his full mullet form in no time. Wet, working on razzle-dazzle, but stripped away. Give me them cookies, says Caslow Evans Jr. Tries to get downhill on the other end, going up and getting the roll, and he's got something to say about it. Caslow Evans Jr. single-handedly forces a timeout from the Bulls. The Jets up 40-21. I tell you what, I did not see this score this early coming into this one, Kayla.
I don't think the Bulls did either. This Jets side have been absolutely electric. And Kaz Jr. has just been leading from the front. His tenacity has been like this the whole season. He started at the point position. Ty Webster came in. He was back on the bench. But it can be really difficult when you get pushed to the bench to stay locked in, to stay focused. But that's exactly what Kaz has done. He's stayed in it this whole season. And now that the Jets are in this playoff contention, he has this opportunity to show up for his team. And that's what he's doing. So massive shout out to Evans Jr. Forcing the Bulls to go back to the playbook. As you can see, Coach Dan Ryan there really needing to rally his troops. They are struggling offensively. They love to control the tempo, but actually at the moment the Jets are controlling the tempo. My goodness. Can I jump on that player program, please?
Absolutely. Alrighty, here we go, back in action for quarter number 2. We are live on TikTok as well this evening. Jace Carter goes up, tip, tip, hooray, gets his own board. And a great start out of the timeout for the Bulls. Seaweb.
Once again, we know this Bulls team love to come back from behind. No doubt that was the wake-up they just needed.
And this time, Caslow Evans Jr. had nothing to go to, as we see Caden Sand playing very precautious defense and comes away with a stop. Boston Caldwell entered the game for the first time, throws up a layup, and potentially should have slowed that one down. We've seen him be such a big force in Rapid League. Just trying to find his rhythm here in the Souths NBL. Wet, skip pass, Peyton Hughes. Well, he was on fire in the Rapid League.
Hughes dropping 16 points in the Rapid League. It's a weapon from beyond the arc, and he's probably got that same assignment now.
Seaweb, too much daylight. Bingo! You can't give him that much room.
That's a vet right there. A vet you don't want to make mad.
Absolutely not. I mean, I've been on the same team as him and guarding him, and I tell you what, when I was guarding him, didn't go well. We lost the grand final, and he had a couple step-back threes on me, but we live as we see Darren Boyd far away, tries to answer and couldn't do so. Battling on the rebound was Caldwell and Peyton Hughes, and who's going to get called for this one? It looks like number 16, Peyton Hughes, is going to be called for it, so I like the hustle, fighting for that rebound, but good hustle both ways.
There's a lot on the line this game. For those tuning in, this is a bit of a do-or-die game for both teams. There's still one spot available left in that top 6. Both teams getting after it. Jets, this is their last game. Bulls have one more on Sunday.
Seaweb off the screen, Bubba Ganoush, Corey Webster nails it with a quick release. As we see DKP really patient and count the basket. Great pass, great feed. Gets Luca Richards in the air and gets the basket to go. Take a look at that replay. Gets up and Luca Richards just out of position. But DKP will get a chance at the line.
Make some noise, come on, let's hear it, let's hear it, let's hear it!
DKP gets the and one to go. He also went over and played in the States at a Division II college. Just another Kiwi baller. C-Webb, bring the ball up. Lead is still at 20. Get the ball to C-Webb. Working on DKP, he likes this matchup. Gets to his step back, stop, pop, and roll! Corey Webster, nylon!
Come on!
Carter, downhill, gets the roll, he answers back, but it's not as many points as the three. You've got to find C-Webb here, do you? Evans Jr. thought about it, back to small. Working on Witt, likes this matchup. Tries to throw it up, Luca Richards. An unintentional alley-oop. Everything working for the Jets right now, Kayla.
16 assists for this Jets side versus the 5 from the Bulls. That just speaks to how selfless the Jets are playing. And they are finding the right people at the right time.
I'll tell you what, they're not usually known for their assists, but they're spreading the love here this evening in Fly Palmy Arena. So we see Jace Carter bump over a little one and very nicely helping him up. And he's really getting the courtside experience, is he, as we take a look at this replay, jumping for that ball.
That was
and
crazy, Charlie.
Straight into the young lad. So everyone gives him a big round of applause, and that's cool to see. Hope he's okay. Probably aspiring to be one of these guys in his future years. Also great to see Jace Carter helping him up. Richards tries to do a big up and under, but couldn't get it to go. Darren Boyd. Kawabunga from beyond the arc for Darren Boyd. Finally a triple goes for the Bulls.
Bulls starting to get it into a good flow, bridging that gap to 20 points now.
And goaltending has been called on Cal Robinson, so the points will go for Caslow Evans Jr. Tell you what, from 3, 1 for 17 from 3. That was their first make in 17 attempts.
Defense!
Dion Collins back in, so is Jameer Reed. Defense chant echoing around Fly Palmy Arena. Defense is the chant, and I tell you what, defense has been good for the Jets. They give up 100 points per game. They've only given up 30 so far in this half with 1:45 remaining. Witt. Asking for a screen from DKP, pulls up from deep, no good. Off to the races is Evans Jr. One-on-one with Witt, slow step, left hand, pretty basketball from Caslow Evans Jr. He is now up to 15 in the first half.
He's having an absolute game. He's got the dog mentality tonight, leading his team.
DKP working on Jameer Reed, begging for a foul. There was a lot of contact, but no call has been made. C-Webb with the ball into small. Trying to be the bigger one in this matchup and does so, and he flexes on them afterwards. The Jets are on fire.
Do you know what that's called? That's called flow state. When everything is connecting, passes are getting where they need to be, the momentum is in their favor. And I think the Bulls are shocked right now, the way that the Jets have put the Jets on.
I like what you did there, and absolutely, I think potentially coming into this game, once you have a look at the PSR and you realize Jamal Poplar Jr. is out, you realize Ty Webster is out, you're like, okay, surely we've got this one in the bag, and then they come out and they pop you in the mouth straight away as we see Jameer Reed even get in the lay to go, the youngster.
There's such a depth to this Jets bench. Sometimes those guys just need that opportunity.
Wet, tough in the mid-range off the on-ball. 4 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. A couple possessions left here in the first half. Evans Jr. against Webster from deep.
No way, no
bang,
way.
crackle.
Corey Reeves is like, it's just tiring being this good, man. It's hard work. He shot it all the way from Hawera. That was some serious range. 3 on the night. Corey Webster in his absolute bag tonight.
And we knew he needed to have a big game, and he's doing it efficiently right now as the Bulls take their BNZ player timeout. We take a look at this replay. Well beyond the arc. From the logo, if there would be a logo there. 8 seconds left. What have the Bulls cooked up to end this first half? Into Carter Witt, getting to his mid-range, finds DKP with the right hand. Tip, hooray, Jace Carter ends the half. No, he doesn't. Dion Collins is going to call a BNZ player timeout just in time, but a great follow and a much-needed point heading into halftime. It's a BNZ player timeout. Shout out to BNZ. They have now given away over 6,000 tickets to games this season. So that QR code is now done, but shout out to BNZ, getting so many people along to support this league. Let's go Jets is the chance around the Fly Palmy Arena. 2 seconds remaining. Where are they going to? Small up top, and the layup is good. Isaiah Small, and that sums up the first half right there. I thought he was going to go upstairs and slam that one home, but he took patience. We see a beautiful play. Wants the contact as well, and finishes the half beautifully. The Jets up 64-35 over the Bulls. They want this win. They want it badly. They want to reach that top 6 spot and have a chance in the playoffs. We'll be back for stats coming right up.
Of the Royal Scottish Official Board of Highland Dancing. Dancing develops much more than dance skills. It teaches strong technique, stamina, discipline, confidence, and perseverance.
It's halftime here at Fly Palmy Arena. And looks like we've got a little bit of Scottish dancing going on here in centre court. It's a bit fitting because the Commonwealth Games are in Scotland right now. We mentioned earlier the 3-on-3 Tall Blacks for New Zealand start off their Commonwealth campaign tonight against Australia, I believe. TikTok family, how are we doing? Whoever said they wanted a Baba Ganoush, I made sure to get that one in for you. Miss for the Manawatū Jets here in the Fly Palmy Arena. What a first half it's been for them, 64-35. And we've got some Scottish dancers on the centre court right now. My name's Charlie Dalton. Alongside me is Kayla Manuerangi. And, well, she's drinking some tea because she's lost her voice, but she'll be back for the second half. It's a bit fitting. We got some Scottish dancing going on as the Commonwealth Games are on right now. As we mentioned, the 3-on-3 BB Tall Blacks go at it and start their campaign this evening against Australia. As we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats, Corey Webster, Isaiah Small and Caslow Evans Jr. absolutely on fire here this evening. 18, 16 and 15. Jace Carter and Carter Witt desperately trying to keep the Bulls in this, but I tell you what, it's definitely not enough just yet. We take a look at this rebounds. We said he's going to have a big game on the glass. Isaiah Small, he's up to 7. He is 8th in the league in rebounding. Jace Carter, who is 1st in the league in rebounding, he has got 5, so still needs to do some work. Corey Webster, not only is he popping them from long range, but he's also dishing and diming. Caslow Evans Jr. also doing his role at the point guard position. Carter Witt, he leads the league in assists, but he hasn't quite got it yet. As we take a look at the blocks, he Webb had that big one from 3, and Caslow Evans Jr., he's also got one. So it's the 2 point guards and the guards getting it done with the blocks. Steals, Cal Robinson had 2, and then also a whole lot of ones in there so far as Benny comes back out on court, and it looks like we're going to have a half-court shot. So, you know what? Let's try to stick around for this if we have time. You reckon he's going to make it? I hope so. The Jets are up 64-35. Here he goes. He launches, and that one's short. But we will have more basketball action coming right up shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Sam was one of the OG Moppets when I first started. All right, I got some more goodies in my bag. We know how it rolls. What have I got?
Welcome back, my TikTok crew.
Get voucher for Base Lab.
Could have you made that halftime shot? As we take a look at some signs, let's go Jets, signed by all the players. That's pretty impressive. The Green Army, they've got to be up there with one of the best support groups in the league. Make sure you follow along, follow Sky Sport. There's plenty more games coming up this weekend, and important games. If you don't follow along with the NZNBL, we are on our final round, round 16, and next week playoffs start. So we see Benny the Bear getting going. The reason his name is Benny is for Benny and the Jets. What a song that one is. We see these players come back out onto the court. It is the Benny and the Jets. We haven't heard a Macarena song in a while. Take a look at Caslow Evans Jr. He has been electric so far this evening.
Let's go, get going, get going.
Great to see the show out for the final home game of the season here in Palmerston North. Shout out to all our content creators down there as well. Sure, they'll be sending me some footage afterwards. Foss Film Edits, as well as Can't Shoot Media. Try to pair it up and get some commentary clips for you guys. Both myself and Kayla do sometimes post commentary clips. Charlie.Dolson on Instagram.
Shameless plug.
Have to drop it in there.
Manu_Kayla. Wait, what?
We hope you're all enjoying your Friday night. You were probably doom scrolling on TikTok, and now here you are engaged in this critical Sal's NBL match.
Once again, massive thank you to Base Lab, previously
Perfect, thank you.
the dietary.
Well, it's been the Corey Webster and the Jets show so far here in Palmerston North. That man right there has been letting it go from beyond the arc as the Jets lead 64-35. Take a look at some of these replays. That step back, Trizzy tray ball. That's a green bean from C-Web. You also see this one, curling, quick trigger, nylon. And that, man, is why he is one of the best scorers ever in New Zealand basketball. I'm sure his dad and head coach Tony Webster will be happy with how his son and his side has played so far, but there is still work to do. And however, if the Jets do win this one, yes, they get themselves to 8 wins. But if the 5 win, that means they will also be on 8 wins. So this points differential that they're working on right now is actually going to be super important, and they're not going to want to stop here. They're going to want to keep extending that. We know the Phi had close to a 50-point win over the Nuggets on Wednesday. So it's still all to play for right now, Kayla.
Totally. The nature of this league is every single point matters, and we've come to a scenario in this point of the season where there's multiple teams who can potentially get that final 6th spot. So if you're seeing people playing up until the last 2 seconds when they might be up by 30 points, that's why.
Charlie Dalton and Kayla Manawatū on the call with you guys this evening. And I tell you what, Kayla, for not having a voice, you're doing absolutely phenomenal.
I was going to say, you might have to say Kyle Manawatū because everyone, my baritone is just, I've just dropped to a baritone. The voice box went halfway through the rapid, but we're here nonetheless, holding on, just like this Bulls team is trying to hold on to this gap that is slowly edging out of this Jets side. But can I just say, wow, this Jets team have come out so locked in, so ready. This is their last regular season game. They understand their assignment, and I actually love when adversity like this happens. 2 key players, Poplar Jr., Ty Webster, out this game, but nonetheless, it's opened up opportunities for the likes of Small to really dominate inside, Evans Jr. to just get in his bag. He's got 16 on the half already, and Webster, older brother Corey, absolute legend for our country. So it's been cool to see them do their part, and nonetheless the rest of the guys on that Jets side.
The Manawatū Jets, it is their 20th and final game of the regular season. They're desperately trying to make it not their last game wearing the blue and green for the 2026 season, and they've done a great job so far. But the Bulls, it's a do or die situation, and anything is possible, but it's going to have to be right now. Boyd working on it, and that's a good start to the second half for the Franklin Bulls if you're head coach Daniel Ryan.
That's a great adjustment for the Bulls. They have been shooting prolific amounts of three-pointers, and they've only made 1 on the game. So that's a good adjustment, them getting to the rim like that.
C-Web finds Evans Jr. and looks like he bounced it on the line there, and there he is. There's Brody Perry and Corey Perry. They're great teammates, aren't they?
Aren't they?
On the floor, off the floor, just incredible human beings.
Their parents are absolutely wonderful people, and I can just imagine there's a lot of laughter in that household.
Absolutely, as we see Kale Robinson go down low and gets his own rebound and tips it in. So a great start here out of the half for the Bulls. They came back from 19 last week against the Airs. It's going to have to be from 29 tonight. But can they do it when they know that their lives are on the line? Robinson goes up, takes the bump and gets the finish. And that's a 6-0 run early on here in Palmy, and just like that, a timeout has been called.
Yeah, Coach Webster was forced to call that timeout. history repeats itself, and we know for this Bulls side, their third quarter is often their strongest. They have the character and the resilience as a team. When they are behind by 10 points, 20 points, 30 points, it doesn't matter. They know that they can come back, and that is something that's actually quite scary to play against teams that know that they can come back from behind.
And Kayla, you've been a basketball player, and you've been a lot of coaches' huddles right now. Talk to me about what you think that half-time would have sounded like for the Franklin Bulls. You're down 29 points in a do-or-die game.
I think firstly it's stay calm. We can come back, but we need to adjust to what's happening in the first. The Jets, you know, basketball is a game of do what we do well and try and stop them from what they're doing well. So the Bulls have made the adjustment. They're already trying to get to the rim, already bridging that gap to almost 20 points now. And they're trying to force the Jets into not their same action that they've been getting. So for them defensively, you can see playing full court, they're going to try and make this Jets side uncomfortable.
I think you're absolutely spot on there, and they've done a good job so far here in the second half. Defensive pressure has lifted, switching everything. Corey Webster jabbing on Carter. Geronimo! Corey Webster right where he left off.
That's tough too. They would have put Jace Carter on Webster for a reason. That's his 4th 3 on the game, and he nailed it.
Carter wet, working in that on ball, kicks it back to Jace Carter. Good hands from Small. Gives it to the trusty hands of C-Webb. Just hit a 3. Calling for that switch on DKP, and he's going to draw a foul. Smart offense there, and you see Corey Webster talking to the younger Luka Richards, just explaining why he wants that screen to come, even if it is really high. He understands that the Bulls might be switching now, and that's the high IQ of Corey Webster. Go upstairs, Caden Sand gets his own miss and pops that one in. The Jets have not gotten any colder.
It's almost like he's jumping on a trampoline every time he gets the rebound. Caden Sand is absolute bunnies. We've said it once, we'll say it again.
Wet to Robinson. 4-3, no, but rebound DKP. And how many offensive rebound tip-ins have there been in this one?
Yeah, it's been a back and forth this whole game, but KP doing such a good job playing whatever role he needs to.
Evans Jr. finds Small, gets to his mid-range, and he pops it like it's hot. That's pretty basketball. Wet trying to respond. Finds Carter, hasn't hit a 3 today. The struggle streak continues, but once again, an offensive rebound. Well, hold on. A foul has been called there, I think, on DKP, and he is not happy about it.
Number 4 is the foul of Jets ball.
I'll tell you what, I do not like that call at all, Kayla. I'm sorry.
That's weight room.
It wasn't like he extended or anything. He just stood there. And it's unfortunate, and that's a big call, especially when he got that 2 points after. I thought it was potentially going to be an and one, but yeah, that's a unfortunate call for DKP and the Bulls. Anyway, Jets get the ball, and the ball is with C-Webb. Finds Small, back to Luka Richards. That was a pretty play there. Almost like a little bit of rugby league, running backdoor, drops it off and gets the layup. Wet, bit of razzle-dazzle. Evans Jr. been so good in this matchup, and he talks to Carter Witt as well. He says, you ain't going anywhere. He doesn't look like the biggest body, but he plays with a lot of heart.
Yeah, he does not back down from everyone.
3 ball from Darren Boyd is good.
That's just the second 3-pointer for the Bulls team on the game. Will they continue that?
And only 2 so far, as we see a beautiful dish and a dunk from Luka Richards. Count the basket. Pretty basketball from the Jets, and the youngsters are stepping up.
Number 25.
Was that an overhand finger roll? Two-handed?
I'm counting it as a body. I'm counting it as a body. We'll take a look at this replay.
Say a two-hand overhand finger roll.
Evans Jr., pretty pass. Slam! I'm counting it. You got my vote, Luka Richards, as he can't quite finish the three-point play. Well, maybe that's ball don't line. Maybe it is just an overhand finger roll.
Nonetheless, a bucket, Richards.
So the Bulls, they only have 2 3-pointers a game. They are second in the league in three-point makes at 12 per game. So they are far behind their average. And that is what is letting them down. But Carter Witt, strong again, drawing another foul on Caslow Evans Jr. I think that's going to be his 3rd of the evening. Getting downhill, just slightly late. Tries to bump him and wasn't quite square.
Do you know what, though? As an undersized guard, Kaz has to have that energy with bigger guards.
Shout out to Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. Get hoops at your school. Auckland, Northland and Coromandel regions are open now. Scan the QR code to find out more. Carter Witt sinks them both. Get some hoops in your school and practice your free throws to make the money just like that. Sand getting downhill. Simple layup.
Power of the hesitation dribble, I'm telling you. Freeze the defense for a half second. Just rock it, just like Sand did then.
Defense has to be a lot better, and wow, great hands from DKP. Throws it up with the right, even though he was still bobbling it, and gets it to go. Quality stuff there. Handles the contact as well, and Luka Richards can't believe that foul call.
KP has great proprioception. He knows where to be in space and time. He's always in the right spot, and that's why his rebounding is so good, and on the roll, he can always know where the guard will want him to be.
Misses the second one, but it was a fight between their own teammates, between the Jets. Jameer Reed eventually comes up with it. And 27 is still the gap. With Ty Webster and Poplar Jr. out, you probably weren't expecting this. But they are, as Kayla said, in flow state. They give up a turnover. Carter Witt throws it up to Jace Carter, and met at the top was Caden Sand. It's two very high-jumping, powerful athletes going at each other. Caden Sand, I thought we were about to have another highlight, Kayla.
KP knows. Tip it out so I don't get posterized. Smart tip, KP.
Man. He's
That's
played
a
enough
smart
basketball
man.
to know.
If Caden Sand is going to dunk on me, I'm actually running the other way. It will be a
I
posterized.
think it was an all-star game 3 years ago, and Giannis got a fast break and Steph Curry was under the rim. He actually just went and laid down on the floor. Put his hands over her head, lay down on the floor.
Accept defeat.
Yeah, accepted defeat.
I'd actually put my hand out and let him jump off my head.
You know what? I would probably just get absolutely dunked on, get put on a highlight reel, and at least I'm still on TV, you know. I've actually, I'm saying that because I've been absolutely posterized by Sam Timmons, and it got posted everywhere. And I think it was Andrew Mulligan yelling "Slammin' Sam," which was not a fun experience. Shout out Sammy T if you're watching.
That's so funny because my older brother's, one of his biggest flicks is getting dunked on by Stephen Adams in regionals in high school. Put that on your resume.
So it can be a good thing. Saville for three. That one hits the side of the backboard, and the cold streak from three continues for the Bulls. Reaching on C-Web. Likes this younger matchup. Works on Robinson. Finds Collins. Jameer Reed, the youngster. No. Wasn't far off, though. Rebound Bulls. Threads the needle. Robinson with the lay. Pretty pass from Darren Boyd.
Delish dish there from Boyd in transition.
C-Web. Been so good. Isaiah Small dumps off to Dion Collins and gets the lay to go.
This Jet side are moving the ball so well. They have 23 assists on the game, which is phenomenal. They are right space, right time, and they're just moving like a well-oiled machine right now.
Jace Carter Back to Carter Witt, thought about it, working on Jameer Reed. Gets to that mid-range pull-up, and it's so pretty. Wow.
There's some defense there from the young St. John's Saville, also in the NZ program. Awesome to see him out there holding his own.
Seawin, Leroy Jenkins.
It's a bad man right there.
And he just walks off like it's nothing. The man is absolutely on fire. He's 8 for 12 from 3. 8 for 12 from 3. If you want me to say it again, 8 for 12 from 3, Kayla.
Wait, 8 for 12?
Yes, look at this. In the face, step back, doesn't matter.
It's just another day at the office for Corey Webster, everyone.
Caden Sand.
Caden Sand is one of those guys. We haven't seen him shoot a whole high volume number of threes on this season because he can fill any role. But the reality is he's got one of the cleanest three-point shots in the league.
Absolutely, and he shoots it at about 40%, which is a super high clip. It's the Jets, another stop, and nothing is going right for the Franklin Bulls here in Palmerston North. C-Webb working. Finds Jameer Reed, tries to get him on a road runner, working on Saville. And a foul is going to be called there on Hunter Saville. So Jameer Reed doing his work down low and using some pump fakes and pivots to get himself to the Chemist Warehouse strike. Really good job. Pump fake, gets Saville in the air and was just out of position. Jameer Reed out of Rosmini College. Got to play with him a little bit in high school. Yeah, left high school a little bit early to go attend Notre Dame Prep. And is now committed to a JUCO for next season with high divisions in his scope, 100%. So 2 minutes 30 remaining here in the third. Calso getting downhill, kicks it to Hughes. The Rapid League squad is on for the Bulls. Can they bring a little bit of light into Palmy? And, well, not with that one. So, an air ball, and I tell you what, the MC at the Fly Palmy Arena has let him know about it. But it's hard when you're coming off the bench and you are dead cold. You're put in a situation like that at the end of the shot clock. Oh, me too. Way too many times, and you don't quite have your rhythm. You're forced to throw up a three. Caden Sand getting downhill, and, well, he was looking for a slam. You could tell by the way his eyes lit up, but it was a pretty move nonetheless.
I think he's disappointed when he gets a layup, put it that way.
Bigger, and a foul's going to be called on Dion Collins just with a push in the back. Caden Sand now up to 15 points. So all starters for the Jets in double figures. All of them, yes, even Luca Richards got 10. Isaiah Small with 18. C-Webb with 24. Peyton Hughes this time, still no good. Bigger chases for a rebound and finds Saville. Saville finds Bigger. Throws one, Peyton Hughes, Zion Anderson, baguette. Zion Anderson with a big three coming off the bench.
Yeah, small jump from about the free throw line. I thought he was going to block it all the way from there, but quick release there from the versatile 3x3 player Anderson.
Yeah, if you're wondering why I said baguette when he made the three, it's actually because he spent 8 years in France and is fluent in French, so oui, Baguette goes up and gets the slam.
So oui.
Oui. Baguettes, that's about all I know. I know a little bit more. Bilingual? Something like that. C-Webb finds Jameer Reed. And then Javimia tries to skip it. C-Webb. How do you like them apples? Corey Webster is 9 for 13 from 3. This has got to be one of the most efficient shooting nights in all of Sal's NBL history. Peyton Hughes lines one up. Tries to get the roll, doesn't do so. Calso is fighting for the board, but C-Webb. We take a look at this replay. Left, wide open, great rebound from Sand, and again, another butter ball for the man.
Do you know I said the Jets were in flow state? Corey Webster's in avatar state.
I don't even know what's even better than avatar state, but he's almost in that as well.
Foul number 8.
Super Saiyan.
Franklin Bulls. Jets ball.
Harry Calso picks up a foul. C-Webb always got something to say to the refs. I'm sure it's very friendly, positive criticism. Some would word it.
It's a good way to put it, Charlie.
Small gets the first one to go. Been exceptional tonight. He's up to 19 points. Very efficient as well, shooting 7 of 10 from the field at 70%. 8 rebounds to go along with that. And gets the second one to go as we see
Santa Claus.
Yeah, I was talking about Santa earlier, and well, Christmas has come soon for the Jets, but things still need to happen.
It is Matariki, it is Māori New Year, so maybe it's Hanakoko, who knows?
There you go. Peyton Hughes from well beyond. Again, can't get it to go. And that will do it for quarter number 3. The Manawatū Jets have 94 points in just 3 quarters of play. They lead the Franklin Bulls 94-59 right here in the Fly Palmy Arena. Shout out Santa Claus. We'll be back for fourth quarter action.
I just want to give a birthday shout out to Cassidy Kelly, who's turning. Really important to him this evening, sitting in the stand, who is celebrating his 70th
Welcome
birthday.
back.
Happy
Santa Claus
birthday, Pat.
having a rub of his beard.
Oh my gosh, is that Santa's sleigh in the back there? No, that was terrible. What I wanted to actually speak to, Charlie, I am losing my voice, so I want you to speak to this. Why are the Jets keeping all of their starters on at the moment and trying to get as many points on this game? We saw the Bulls put in a lot of their rapid league players. Can you just speak to that for any whānau at home tuning in right now?
Absolutely, and it's our TikTok whānau that is tuned right now, and it's all about the points percentage. So they are racing for 6th spot right now, and it's going to come down to who has the best points percentage. So winning by the largest margin possible is going to be the goal. And shout out some of the TikTok comments. My cousin plays for the Jets, Isaac McCoy, I think you're talking about. He was seen in the Rapid League earlier.
But you know the deal, those ones are for the adults. So I'll be looking for your moves. And I'm pretty sure I have one more GJ Gardner Holmes basketball to give away as well.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa. Take a look at that scrumptious Sal's pizza. Looks like maybe a bit of buffalo chicken with ranch, but our deal for this week is the $35 large, not a pizza. Scan the QR code and get some for your Friday evening, or for more Sal's NBL games coming up this weekend. It is round 16, it is the final round, and well, this evening it is all about the Jets. They've gone on a scoring affair, and they've got 94 points after 3 quarters. C-Webb, he's human, he does miss. He has been 9 for 13 from 3. Make that 9 for 14. And none of them have really been easy.
To put that into perspective, 69% is a somewhat okay free throw percentage. He's shooting that from the 3 contested from range.
incredible. Small, Yaxi, Isaiah Small, and everything is going right now for the Jets. Supersonic State, or whatever you called it, Kayla. They,
Avatar State.
Avatar State.
Did you watch Avatar the last airbender growing up?
Am I going to get cancelled if I say no?
I think I've just exposed my age, so no.
I might have watched it. I'm really bad with names.
Okay, fair.
I mean, that doesn't make sense because I'm a commentator. I'm meant to be really good with names. But in terms of movie names and stuff, C-Webb working on Peyton Hughes, trying to find some separation.
Man.
Gets to the lay, high off the glass. Wanted the contact. And a foul called on Dion Collins.
Bulls ball.
97 points in just over 30 minutes of play. Hasn't been many teams to do that this season. I'm trying to think back. I think the Saints might have had 126 one game. So we see Calso for three. No. Rebound, Peyton Hughes though. For the youngsters getting after it here. And an offensive foul has been called on Alice Bigger. So the Bulls are deciding to run with the young guns to try and somewhat claw this one back, but it's looking like that the Bulls season could pretty much, well, it will come to an end after this week. They still will have one more game in Canterbury, which you would think would be even a tougher task. But if the Jets play like this in the playoffs, you know what? I've got them against anybody. C-Webb working, finds Small. Now Sand, mid-range. No, probably the easiest shot of the night, but he couldn't get it to drop. And, well, that's kind of been the tale of the story for the Bulls. Just not quite connecting on anything. Small, Evans Jr. gets downhill, takes the contact, up and in. Caslow Evans Jr. Hazard. 17 points for him now, 8 for 11 from the field, over 70%. 1 for 2 from 3. And, well, if you are a Caslow Evans Jr. fan or a fan of anybody in this league, scan that QR code and you get a vote for your fans' MVP. It doesn't have to be the best player on the floor, although Corey Webster, he's definitely got to be up there. But it doesn't have to be the best player, just your favorite player. Whoever you like the most. It could be because of their hair, could be because of their smell.
Or because their last name is Perry.
Oh, because we're glazing the Perrys here in the commentary booth. But so be it, they deserve it.
Do you know what I was just thinking? I feel like Corey Webster, so he's been in the game for a hot minute now. He's a vet. He knows his body. He knows seasons. I feel like he's just planned to come into his best form coming into postseason.
Oh, absolutely. And he's coming off that Achilles injury, which at his age, almost everybody would not try and come back and play again after that. But he was like, nah, this is who I am. And he put in a lot of work behind the scenes, a lot of grinding, a lot of rehab to get back to this position, to where he is. And as you mentioned, he is now just finding his peak vintage Corey Webster form again late in the season. And, well, late in anything, whether it's late in a game or late in a season, that is when Corey Webster becomes very scary. And he's proving it right now. We're back underway in quarter number 4, 8 minutes remaining. Anderson finds Bigger down low, trying to work on Collins. Throws that left shoulder and over the top. Alice Bigger with a big, strong move. Evans Jr. trying to reply. 99-61. Jr. No look pass to Dion Collins. eyes in the back of his head, vision like a trip to the ophthalmologist. Now the Bulls turn answer. Already got over the 100 mark. Do the Jets. Caden Sand took a blow to the back. Calso for three. Rattles in and out. Hughes with the rebound, and Sand is hurting. Calso goes up top and lays it in. And that's not a good sign. Not just for this game, but as you head into potential playoffs, you really don't want to see him. But I think he gives the thumbs up to Tony Webster in the bench. He's going to be all good. Webster, step back. Oh my goodness. Corey Webster is... I've said Corey Webster too much, but I'm going to say it more, I guarantee.
Come on.
Trying to put points on the board are the Jets, trying to increase this points differential. They do so. I'm sure the Phi and the Giants are watching. Well, no, because of this win, that means the Giants will officially be eliminated as well. So the Bulls and the Giants will be out of contention. I'm sure they're all tuning in on this, and they probably won't like to hear that. So it's really going to come down to the Jets and the Phi for that sixth spot. And just as you thought the Phi were going to have way better points differential after a 50-point win, we take a look at Caden Sand just getting clocked there a little bit on the screen. But after that huge win against the Nuggets, you thought Phi were going to have definitely the advantage in points differential. And I tell you what, this so far is definitely going to be helping the Jets. I think they still have a little bit more that they do need to do, but it's promising signs. And they're not going to stop until the end.
Totally. Depends how that Phi team show up their next game too.
You know that Phi team can be pretty strong. You've got three critical tall blacks in there. Ruben Tarangi, Jordan Ngatai, and Tane Murray, who's been in vintage Tane Murray form. He just had a 44-point game. Team Muzz, if you're tuning in, the Phi are going to need to bring that tomorrow night against the Giants, and no doubt a sold-out Giants crowd. It's a hard place to play in. They sell out pretty much every single game. Speaking of good crowds, how about the Green Army tonight? Been such a big factor, I feel like, in the Jets getting out to this lead. Look, they're up close to 50 and they're still yelling defense every single possession. Defense is the call. Anderson, little shimmy shake, gets to him left hand. Get that out of here, says Isaiah Small. Patient, waits till Anderson goes up and then meets him at the peak. Small, loses the handle. Hughes now, 3-on-2. Nice bump, nice finish, and count it. Hayden Pipe calls the foul. Peyton Hughes gonna get a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Here's your chance.
Sorry, Tane Murray, you're not washed. You're just coming into your prime, mate. Shouldn't have said vintage. It was the wrong word, okay? It's been a long week. It's a Friday afternoon.
And Kayla's lost her voice, so Charlie has to carry somewhere, you know what I mean?
Sorry, prime Tane Murray. He's in his...
Optimum prime.
Throws it up to Caden Sand. Trying to get some highlights now are the Jets. Caden Sand goes up and finishes it off.
That's how much trust Kaz Jr. has in Sand's bunnies.
Saville, nice pass to Bigger. Another Leroy Jenkins. I'll give him one. Boom shakalaka there from Alice Bigger. Small. Working on Saville. They double him. Finds Sand. Straight on from three. Bigger saves it. Last 5 minutes of this one. And a blowout indeed it has been, but the points are still being added to the tally. Calso left hand, goes up top, met by Sand. Caslow Evans Jr., razzle-dazzle, shimmy shake, meets the chest of Calso, slow step, throws it up and in, too small, says Caslow Evans Jr. Saville finds bigger, faces up, works on Richards. I think he's met his match there. Big, strong, snatch block. Caden Sand throws it up. Isaiah Small, hum diddly dee, the cherry on top, and they get the Green Army standing up here in the Fly Palmy Arena. It's all about the Manawatū Jets here this evening. Oh my, Kayla.
Someone call 111 because it is criminal what the Jets are doing right now. They've been in their bag this entire game, Charlie, rocking and rolling. And prior to this game, the typical characteristic of this Jet side, because they have such athletic guards and athletic bigs, they just run in transition. They've been doing that, and they've been getting into their half-court sets, running their offenses, getting really, really high percentage shots. They're 59% from range, 13 and 22. So they are doing it on both ends. As you can see, the beautiful defensive stop there on the inside.
It really did all start off with the defense. They went on an 8-0 run to start the game. The half-court defense has been exceptional. The Franklin Bulls, well, they average over 12 three-point makes a game, second in the league this evening. 3 for 30 from beyond the arc, so they really just have not shot the ball well at all. And when the Jets do such a great job of packing the paint, you really need that three ball to go down, and it just hasn't been doing so.
I'm done.
Back underway. The Perry is on. Perry the platypus with the mid-range. Corey Perry. Both Perry brothers on. Similar haircuts.
Same barber.
Brody Perry gonna get his own steal. Throws it up as Peyton Hughes, and he's gonna draw the contact. Same barber, do they cut their own hair, or do they go?
Nah, Brody 100% cuts both their hair.
Absolutely.
Calling it.
I think you might be right there. So 3 minutes 45 remaining. Scan the QR code if you want to take a look at the 2026 schedule that has officially been released for the GJ Gardner Holmes Tauihi Basketball League. Kicking off shortly, and it's going to be a thriller. Ahmed Esahati has checked into the game for the Jets. Played 4 years Division I ball at college. Straight into the game, straight into the action. Couldn't get the friendly roll though. Anderson pushing the pace. Euro, right, left, off with the left hand, off the glass. Trying to push the pace again. Other Jets. Back to a cut, not open. Reed finds Luca Richards. Richards, spin move, spins into the body of Calso. Sand, great hands from Anderson. He's trying to go 2 for $1 this time. Working on Jameer Reed, former Rosminian. Going on former Rosminian.
Did you just make that word up?
Rosminian?
Rosminian.
Oh,
it's a leap,
that
Charlie.
went to a Rosminian. I feel like, yeah, it's a word. Anyway, carrying on. Peyton Hughes finds Perry, finds the other Perry, and an offensive foul called on Corey Perry. So, a little bit too much hip action there on the screen from the Mully and Mo man.
Come on, Jets.
The Mullet and the Mo, it's a solid combo. Ahmed Esahati working on Perry. Wide open was Boston. Cordwell Bozzy Wazzy in the mid-range for a two-pointer. Once again, defense chant still going on here in Fly Palmy Arena. And it continues to work as Brody Berry comes up with the rebound, goes for a floater, throws it to himself. Thought he was maybe gonna dunk that one off the South alley-oop, but couldn't quite do so. Jameer Reed on the other end gets his own miss. And stoppage of play as we see Ahmed Esahati go down, and the physio rushes out as he clutches that right knee, which you never like to see. Hopefully he's okay. I think we might get a replay at it. Oh, he just came down and felt it straight away. As the 3-on-3 men's Tall Blacks are actually officially underway at the Commonwealth Games right now, playing Australia, currently down 12-9. So after this game, get along and support the lads, or throw it on your phone right now while you're watching. Support the New Zealand brothers. That's a big game against Australia if they can get that. It's such a good group that they have there. Tatui Lewis, Christian Martin, Josh Book, and Captain Aidan Tonge. They've been together for a while now. And I tell you what, they're not the oldest of teams, but they get it done. They've won a lot of tournaments doing so. They did win the 3-on-3 Open Men's Asia Cup, I believe, not long ago. Qualified for the World Cup, got to go up against some of the biggest names in 3-on-3. Didn't quite do as well as they wanted to, but trying to have a big campaign here at the Commonwealth Games. And take a look at these fellas. I mean, they've had a pretty big night. Caswell Evans Jr. with 21 points, 9 for 12 from the field. Caden Sands, 17 points, 7 for 10 from the field. Isaiah Small, 25 points, 9 for 13 from the field. I mean, efficient night as Luca Richards takes a seat. He had 10 points in 20 minutes, and he was 5 for 6 from the field. So the Jets overall shooting it at nearly 70% from the field. It's got to be one of the best games in Jets history. Jameer Reed gets drawn for the foul with that low pickup. Tell you what, the Green Army are happy. What a final home game it has been for them. Jameer Reed gets the first one to go. Misses the second, but somehow gets his own rebound. Boston Cordwell, Nylon drains it. Boston Cordwell, everyone's on the scoreboard pretty much, and everyone is, as you said, in flow state. Calso trying to find Perry on the roll. Now it goes to Corey Perry, a nice crossover hesitation, but he had no one to give it to. He was met at the top by Isaac McCoy. McCoy now, he's gonna try one for three. Why not? Bingo, Yahtzee, Merry Christmas. The Manawatū Jets are raining triples here in the Fly Palmy Arena. Like the ceiling can't hold us is playing, and the ceiling cannot hold the noise in the Fly Palmy Arena right now. It has been an absolute lights out display. 1 minute remaining. Cordwell with the ball, finds McCoy. Why not another one? This time it's off, but it's a rebound from Jameer Reed. Working on Anderson, fade away, throws it up. Anderson off to the races. Crossover, goes up, goes strong, tries to get it to count, but he's gonna get a chance at the line. The Jets got 42 points this evening from beyond the arc. Pretty impressive stuff. They are actually the last in three-point makes per game. They are dead last, and they make around 7 threes a game. This evening, they have made 15 threes. They've over-doubled their three-point makes per game, and that just goes to show what kind of evening they've had. Sorry, 45 points from beyond the arc. Jameer Reed goes up, goes strong, couldn't get the roll. Anderson, 20 seconds remaining in this one. Holds it, goes to Corey Perry with the left. That's kind of the night it's been for the Franklin Bulls. Abbott fires away from three. He's trying to join them. I'm surprised that one didn't drop as well. And they're gonna let this one play out. Kelso gonna throw up a dunk, because why not Harry Kelso? But it's been all about the Manawatū Jets. They win a whopping 122-76. No Ty Webster, no Jamal Poplar Jr., but it definitely did not matter, because they have this man right here. It's your commentator's pick MVP, Corey Webster. He had 29 points. He was 9 for 14 from three, 10 for 16 from the field. Throw in 6 assists along there as well. His plus minus was 40. The man is just a New Zealand icon, and he has given the Jets a good chance, not a definite chance, a solid chance at now making the playoffs and getting that 6th spot. They now will wait for tomorrow night and be watching very closely as the Giants and the Phi take on each other. If the Giants win, well, the Manawatū Jets are heading to the top 6. If the Phi win, it is going to be a points differential battle to see who will go through. But I tell you what, this big win will certainly help their case. The Sal's NBL is really heating up here as Manawatū Jets thank the Green Army for the last time this regular season. Corey Webster with 29 points, Small with 25, Evans with 21, Sand with 17, Richards with 10. Tony Webster asked who was going to step up. Well, it was all of those guys. On the other end, Carter Witt, Jace Carter, Cal Robinson, Kamapoto and Boyd. Well, it was the starters. They tried their best, but they really just didn't succeed, and they lacked the defensive intensity that they needed to. Small, he got his double-double with 10 rebounds, the 8th in rebounding in the league. Jace Carter is a little behind his average with 8. Sand also got in with 6, and Jameer Reed with 5 rebounds, coming in and making an impact, especially on the O glass. Moving on to the assists. Well, we know Corey Webster had 6, but Caslow Evans Jr. with himself a double-double, 10 assists. He was exceptional tonight. Caden Sand also with 7, and Carter Witt, well, he's the league's leading assist guy for a reason. He had 7 this evening. Well, it was one apiece for a lot of guys wearing green. DKP and Cal Robinson each with 1 when it comes to blocks. And moving on to steal, Small, he really had a game. He was doing it all. The hands were everywhere, as well as Jameer Reed. Cal Robinson and Carter Witt for the Bulls. They got a couple at peace. But I tell you what, the race is far from over. There is still the top 4 to be figured out. The Sharks, well, they need to win. If they win, they guarantee that first spot. If they lose and the Tuatara win on Sunday against the Airs, then the Tuatara will be first. So, huge game tomorrow afternoon in the TSB Arena in Wellington, and then a really big game in Nelson at the Traffic Glass Centre. The Phi really need to win that, and they potentially will take that 6th spot and snag it away from the Jets. While the Bulls will go down and play the Rams on Sunday, but it won't matter. Their season will be over after that game, but the Rams still trying to get to that top 2 spot if the Tuatara lose. So there are your upcoming fixtures. A huge weekend of basketball, but it was a dominant display from the Manawatū Jets tonight. 122-76. My name is Charlie Dalton. I was joined by, well, she was struggling with the voice, Kayla Manu Irarangi, always a legend. Kayla, thank you for joining us, and we hope you all go well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you so much for caring, Charlie. Everyone rest up tonight. Unfortunate loss. Our Tall Black Skies 3-3 just fell to Aussie. But if you have time tonight, there's a 2 a.m. game and another 5 a.m. game. So I take care of Tefano and
Go well.
Go well.